Yeah. We don't raise the dead, no. We just raise the stakes. Jonesing in the snake pit, calling out the light it up, take a hit, watch them fold quick. Dummies got me floating, but I'm locked in on the script. Ain't no pass for the frauds, watch me load another clip. Ain't no cap in my words, only real ones in the pit. Chill till I ain't, then it's over for you. Talking that talk, but I see right through you. Exposing the snakes, now they running like roaches. I keep receipts, yeah, I keep the focus. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake. Jonesing, yeah, set them straight. Call it like I see it, I don't sugarcoat a thing. Try to play the victim, now they crying in the rain. Say they bought the truth, but they lying for a name. I just roll another up, blow the smoke at all the lames. Yeah, receipts don't lie. Talk that mess, get buried alive. I don't need no seance, nah. Just facts when I go on live. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake. Jonesing, yeah, set them straight. Blunt lit, truth hit, ain't no running from the pit. Gummies got me vibing, but I still keep that full clip.
Hey, good morning. Now make sure you hit that thumbs up.
We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake. Jones, yeah, set them straight. Call it like I see it, I don't sugarcoat a thing. Try to play the victim, now they crying in the rain. Say they bout the truth, but they lying for a name. I just roll another up, blow the smoke at all the lames. Yeah, receipts don't lie. Talk that mess, get buried alive. I don't need no seance, no. Just facts when I go on love. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake.
Hey, Deb.
Yeah, set them straight.
Good morning, Brandy.
Blunt lit, truth hit, ain't no running from the bed. Gummies got me vibing, but I still keep that full clip. Blunt lit, truth hit, ain't no running from the pit. Gummies got me vibing, but I still keep that full clip. Yeah.
Good morning. God, look at how my avatar takes up the whole screen, just like my fat ass, too. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We've got one more day. One more day. Look, is Nunya in here yet? I need somebody that speaks Spanish. Look, I just realized I got these cough drops, these holes from the gas station earlier because I woke up with my throat a little sore. And I just realized they're Spanish. They're Hispanic. Spanish. It's the words on it are in Spanish. So these are from Mexico, I'm assuming. It says Respira Fundo. What does that mean? Respira Fundo. And then it says Nivel, Nivel. Because the reason I looked is because these taste so weird. It's a green pack and they taste weird. So I was like, what flavor is this? And it says Nivel. It says more, but it's just all the extra stuff. Carmelos, Duros, Sabor, Minta, E, Eucalypto. Oh, I know that one. That's eucalyptus. Oh, how y'all doing today? I've talked to a few of you already in the Discord. That evil, evil Discord. Oh, I seen Kate's comment at the beginning of this that said, "What happened? What did it say? Let me go back to it. Damn. Let me go back up here with her little smart ass. I love her. What happened to closing Pandora's door?" Listen, I made that post for B10 because I found out that he was like raging about the Yep situation. I mean, it's like he could not wait for there to be something for him to talk or say Jonesin or Deets or Nunya's name. He could not wait. He could not wait. And so it's like he was jumping at the opportunity. Bro, sit the fuck down. This is me opening Pandora's door back open for a second to tell you you're a weird fuck and you need help. I ain't got no criminal charges headed my way, you dumb, simple minded freak. Secondly, hey, sweet sativa. Secondly, I don't care if you believe me or not, but I can tell you that stupid ass comment you made referring to Deets going on vacation conveniently when this Yep stuff hit the fan, you are stupid as fuck. So you mean to tell me that Deets planned her 25th wedding anniversary on a cruise, a 7-day cruise? You mean to tell me she planned that 7-day wedding anniversary cruise around a person with receipts that we didn't know even existed? Like, come on, bro. Come on. I swear to God, you got to be a virgin. You got to be a virgin. You do not, you don't make any sense. You being a virgin has nothing to do with nothing other than you're a fucking idiot, and I can see why you're a virgin. Oh, it was a 12-day cruise. Shit. A 12-day cruise. She's still in Florida. Like, but you planned it. You planned it, Deeds. You didn't want to be here when the Yep stuff blew up. So you went and planned your whole cruise around this one person that showed up with receipts that we didn't have before. You knew when that person, you're psychic. Did you talk to Serafina or did you talk to Sweetie Pie? Which one? Because you knew somehow that this shit was going to happen. She's a mastermind. So, beat him, chill the fuck out. You're a weirdo. It's like you could not wait to hear something go down so that you could talk on Deets and me. Like, it's so weird. You're obsessed with Deets and it's so strange. Yeah. Deets planned her marriage 25 years ago for this moment. It's so strange. Why, bro? Why are you such an idiot? And I used to think you was a smart dude. That's because you manipulate, you gaslight, and you confuse folks. And it makes it seem like you're smart, but you ain't smart. You a dumbass. A whole dumbass fool. Nah, I read Deets Tara and told her to go on vacation because this was going to happen. Oh, Andy read the cards, said this is going to happen. You need to leave, Deets. It's just so strange. He had a whole come apart over there. Like, even when Queen wasn't using, I mean, they were all using this Yep situation as a way to attack me because of our personal beefs. But even when she shut the fuck up talking about me, he kept circling back and circling back. You fucking weirdo. But okay, so that's been addressed. I'm closing Pandora's door again. Okay, B10, you suck. You're not important. It is what it is. So I wanted to go over because I finally listened to this stream that was done by Nonsense. I knew that she gave out some misinformation pertaining to the Yep stuff, but I only knew of one or two things. Okay. So I went back this morning. It must be Yanni Yanni. So I went back this morning and listened. And I was like, whoa, no, there was a whole lot wrong with this. And you know what? I'll say it. Stop using victims as a way for you to attack people. That is so fucked up. So fucked up. I understand the reason she got a lot of this wrong is because she don't have the details and didn't have the details and still doesn't have the details. So I understand why she got so much of this wrong, but it kind of like threw me off because I've always expected that, like, you're going to get the details or you're going to get all the information before you strike up a live and put out misinformation. And I will say disinformation, because I don't know which is which from you right now. I don't know what you made up, what you were told. I don't know none of that. But I always expect that, you'll do your research and gather that, whatever you need to be able to tackle a situation. You didn't do that on this. And I've always been like, I understand if she's upset about me thinking she's lost because she's so wrapped up into this Sebastian Granny's watching debacle with At Night Agency. I understand she's upset or has been upset at my feelings towards that. I don't care. Personally, I've always been respectful. I've never called you out your name until the live the other day. My emails are attached to my page, and you also have people that you communicate that I communicate with. And just for example, Miss Leah would be one of them. I mean, you could have word by mouth it through Miss Leah to get the information, and you didn't. You didn't. You struck up a live and talked out of your ass this whole time. So let's go over it and let's correct what's messed up on here, because there was a lot.
The bigger picture. So we're going to talk.
Hold on, I forgot. You can't listen to her in 1.5. She's a fast talker. I'm a slow talker. You got to listen to me on 2x.
About that, because a lot of you refuse to go give this person a view or any attention whatsoever. So I'm going to be restreaming Jones's live today on her exposure.
Hold up. I didn't even catch she said that.
Whatever you kind of claim, nor do I very often, but this is one of those situations where it's important to spread community awareness so people know, because there's a lot of overlapping communities. Whatever you kind of claim as your home or whatever, that's one thing, but a lot of this sector kind of overlaps, and there's like people that identify with you understand. So this person, because they did overlap here some, they would come in chats here. There's a lot of people in my chats that engage with this person. I find it very necessary to highlight the bigger picture. So we're going to talk about that, because a lot of you refuse to go give this person a view or.
Okay, so it ain't about views for me. I didn't come out here and do that. That's on you. But you're saying a lot of people refuse to go give this person a view? So you're going to steal my shit so that they can view it on yours? If they was all about awareness, they could put the hate that they have to the side. If it was really about awareness and them wanting to know what's going on in the community, they could go in and listen to something. That ain't, miss me with that shit. This is such fake outrage.
Any attention whatsoever. So I'm going to be restreaming Jones's live today.
Yeah,
on her,
truth.
Exposure or discussion yesterday. Hey,
Yeah,
Parody
girl.
Street, Mind of Monsters, Trish, Lindsay, Jenny J, Joe DeMadre. Okay, Revival, I'm looking. Did you send it to me?
Good morning, Christy. Good morning, everybody coming in.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah. If you want to, you can. And a member name was a yellow heart. Yep, and a yellow heart. A lot of you are kind of familiar from seeing her in some chats here and there. She kind of got around all over the place. We touched base on this a little bit the other day, but we're going to touch a little bit deeper into this. Yeah.
How so? How are you going to touch a little bit deeper into something you don't have the information on? That would have been my first question.
Kodo, that's why I'm doing it. Miss Muddock, I haven't watched it all either. I was told a lot about it, but
that's what I said, Remy. If you want the information and you feel like this is a community awareness thing, then why wouldn't you put your hate aside and just come listen to what I have to say about the situation? Why wouldn't you? It's bullshit.
Time to review it. Hey, Christine. Hey, Hope. Jennifer. And a lot of my people will not ever go there. So this is called community awareness. A scammer amongst us is not okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is from yesterday.
If I don't commentate on it, it's because I agree with it. If I commentate on it, it's because she got something wrong.
You heard me previously talk a little bit and say, hey, look, this isn't your guys' fault. I'm not saying that, but this is happening. It needs to be addressed. It needs to fucking be addressed publicly, openly.
So what she's referring to right here is when Cash let her know what was going on. She went live and she respectfully asked for some transparency about it. That's why I chose to go live, because if it was up to us, we wouldn't have went live yet because we were still working things out in the background. But because she asked respectfully, hey, can you let us know what's going on? I did that. And this is what she comes back with.
Honestly, when there's somebody scamming communities, it's a big deal. So we're going to see what we find out here together. Again,
which
from Jones's live yesterday. Let's go back to where she starts talking. I don't know if I need to speed her up or not. I've never reviewed her like this.
Yes, girl. Speed me up. I'm a slow Southern talker. You need to put me on a 2X, baby. Oh, what's happening? Hello. Happy Sunday.
Yep was never a mod over here, but she was in other places, yes.
I'm not ready to start the new week. Not at all. Hello.
Chasing, I have.
Hey, Brantley.
For anybody in the back
button.
that doesn't know either, I've been getting bombarded. And when I say bombarded, I mean bombarded. And please don't, to anybody that has been scammed or fell prey to this, please do not be embarrassed. First and foremost, that's not your fault. I understand that some people.
Who has she been getting bombarded by? Other victims? Why are they going? You see what I'm saying? This is so weird. She doesn't have the information. This is so strange. This is like whose dick is bigger or who can perform better. Like, bro, you don't know anything about it. Nothing.
People weren't ready to come forward, but there's many other people that have came forward, and I'm not going to be sharing a lot of that stuff because I'm not the one that fostered this environment, but there are a lot of people that feel slighted, unheard, pissed off, and all of the things. They are,
because you're giving them the impression they need to be nonsense. You say in this live several times that we knew for a year.
Super fucking upset about this situation.
Shut
and
the fuck
how
up.
long it's been going on, and silence remains. So with that said, you might hear
how long what's been going on. See, there's one time
me say some shocking things, but I can vet it.
Oh, can you? Ooh, take a screenshot of this. You might hear me say some shocking things, but I can vet it. Bet. I want to see what you got, girl.
And there's that.
Hey, Nanya, Graham, Kate. Hello. Hey, Mustang. If you got it, you know, let me email him.
Requesting shit, and she was all, that's concerning too.
So there's been some shit going down pertaining to Yep. Like I said, most everybody in this community knows Yep. Whether it's from, oh, I have these documents, you know, let me email them to you, or.
That's concerning too. That's concerning to me because one thing I learned is she was very smooth about getting a lot of documents, a lot of shit that why FOIA requesting shit. And she was also really good at telling people she was going to be sending them stuff, getting close to them and getting a lot of people's addresses. So she has a lot of people's private information and their home addresses.
Yeah. Me being one of them. I said the other day, I don't consider myself a victim, but I am technically a victim. Not only because I've sent money, but because I'm a victim of the emotional manipulation. That's what I'm a victim of. Fuck it. Technically, that's what I'm a victim of. But I said this the other day, like, she was all about getting documents, and like, that's the whole reason she got a wrench in my chat in the first place, is because we were talking about the Kansas City mom. Was it Kansas City? The Kansas moms, the two Kansas moms that went missing. She has been real tight over in Carrie Moody's community. And I was going over something about them, and she was in my chat and said that she had some documents or links she could share to me that she got from Carrie Moody. And I was like, all right, bet. So she sent it in Discord, and I said, no, I can't bring it up on Discord. You'll have to put it in the chat. So I made her a mod. I don't regret it.
A lot of people. A lot. Well, there's a
listen at her talking about she knows. Like, she knows how many people. No, you don't. You have, let me put it this way. You know about her past. Now you know about the 3 years she was doing this. But when it comes to me and my community or my group, you don't know how many. And it is a lot. And it wasn't done in Discord. It was done in private messages.
the reason for that, W. Schmidt, in my opinion.
Oh my God, I talked to this person of this crime, and this is what they told me. Or, oh, you need that in a FOIA? I've already requested it. I've already got the FOIA. Here, let me email them to you. Never email to come. So, but that's just the small parts in it. That's just the stuff like that people know you up for. Is she's always on top of shit, and it seems like she knows so much about everything. And it's like, pal, who is this person? Well, basically,
I'll be honest, I don't have any proof of it yet, but I am also concerned that there might have been somebody working alongside of her, because if she was able to facilitate that much information, that flow of information, while bamboozling this many people, she is 100%, I will say it out front, she is absolutely a con artist that is skilled in her craft. And as a creator in this overlapping fucking sector of hell at times, I have the responsibility and the duty to protect as many people as I can. So therefore,
that's what this is. This is her wanting control over the situation. It's her wanting to be a hero and not a zero. Listen, baby, you can be a hero, spread it far and wide, but you're acting and you're saying things as if you know them to be true, and you just don't.
This is why we are going to talk about it, and we are going to highlight it, because we don't tiptoe around situations like this. We have a lot of people who have health issues, who are on fixed income, that are elderly, they're vulnerable, they're isolated, they're alone, they're easy to prey on. And that is fucking bullshit. It is fucking straight up bullshit that a con artist walks amongst us for this fucking long and it's quiet.
That's what you don't get. Get it through your skull, boo-boo. Not for this fucking long. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I'm really upset about this.
Yeah, you really got yourself in a tizzy for nothing. We don't know. So I'm gonna start at the beginning, and this is pre-written because I wanted to make sure, because this is such a sensitive situation. This affected Cash. Most people know who Cash is as well. Cash was made aware of what happened behind the scenes, because we knew that he was a big part of contributing to. Yeah, she's worried about this one con artist. We've got con artists out in public right now. Finances. And Cash, he has every right to speak out for himself. That's his choice.
He absolutely does and did.
Was a victim of the scam. He has every right to speak out. But people wonder why I haven't spoke out, and I haven't spoke out because I'm dealing with 7 other victims. I'm dealing with a group of them.
There's more than 7, and a lot of them have been ignored.
No, a lot of them hadn't. You're so full of shit. You said you knew of 4. I've got 21, 7 in my private Discord. You have no idea. Again, you're speaking on shit you don't know of. 4 is not a lot. And you said that came out of your own mouth, that you knew of 4. Well, I know 2 of the 4 that you're talking about. And they're actually part of the list of 21. Actually, the list has gone up to 22, I think. They're actually the 2 that I know that you know are a part of the list of 21.
felt unheard because there was a group of a few that wanted to remain silent.
Yeah, that list of 21 people was within a minute just trying to clock people that we knew she had hurt. There's actually probably more. We added one the other night, remember, guys? I'm not going to say who it is, but she came in and she told us her story the other day. It's a lot more people than the 4 you think you know.
But the other ones that wanted to speak out and provided their proof behind the scenes, because you guys have been dealing with this for over a year.
Nope. See, we're going to stop right there. We have not been dealing with this for over a year. Again, it was brought up that people may think she was lying about something, but they could not prove it. They just couldn't prove it. So it was kind of like, okay, well, we can't really say anything because we can't prove it. And then, because all of this happened, what happened was we created a Christmas room. I know I've already told this, it's a broken record, but I have to keep doing it because people like her don't listen. She's listening to combat. She's not listening to hear. We made a Christmas room for those because there were a few, one of them being your friend nonsense that we helped that needed help. That's what the room was for, right? And then slowly but surely we started noticing that there was some dry bagging still going on in that room. So we shut it down and we told everybody from the time we were suspicious that stories weren't adding up. We reached out and we told everybody, just be careful, guard yourself, protect yourself. And then I shut the room down and the dry begging stopped. Okay. So everything seemed fine. There was still interactions going on, people still being friendly going on. Like, so apparently that's when she decided to reach out to people privately. I didn't know that she was reaching out and getting money privately. And when I did know that she was reaching out and giving money privately, there still wasn't proof. There wasn't proof that she was a scammer. All there was proof of is that she's a dry beggar and that she would never ask. Well, she did ask a few people straight out, hey, can you help me with this? But most of the time it was dry bags. It would be in your DMs, talking to you, having a conversation, checking on you for the day. This was not a light thing. This was a hardcore con because she got to know each and every person on a different level, on a more personal level. I could tell you there was not a day that went by that I didn't get some kind of encouraging message from her or thanking me for, allowing her to be here and all that. She was very good at what she did or does. But there was no way to prove it. So it was like, okay, we'll just stop giving her money until we can prove it. Stop giving her money and let's just keep an eye out. It down to the point that I had to tell these people, listen, y'all don't want to act different with her. If you act different with her, you're going to set her off. It's going to alarm her and she's going to know there's a reason this specific group has stopped communicating with her. So they swallowed their fucking pride and they did what they could to make it not obvious so that we could continue to gather information. There wasn't much information gathered over that next year because she stopped. She stopped asking for money from the people she previously was asking for money from. So we thought it just stopped altogether. So then I was like, well, maybe she isn't a scammer. Maybe she's just needy and she lies to get attention and maybe she just needs a fucking friend. So it was pretty much let go because we couldn't prove anything. But then suddenly, this fallen angel drops into our laps. And this fallen angel, not in a bad way, fallen angel's like the devil, isn't it? I shouldn't say it like that. This angel that graced us with her presence had the information that we needed to put together with what the original group felt she was lying about. When that missing link dropped that information in their laps, they started putting everything together. That's when they reached out to me. They confronted her. Here's how it was supposed to go. They reached out to me. They let me know. I gave them the go ahead to confront her. They confronted her. She left the Discord like immediately while they were in that call. So there's something Nonsense says later where she says she was allowed to choose to leave. No, she was not allowed to choose to leave. They told her, you can leave or Joneson's going to kick you. She chose to leave right then in that phone call. She stayed in the call, but she left the Discord. But it was supposed to be them confronting her and then them letting the people close to her, like Cash and others that I'm not going to name drop because they haven't willingly came out here and, put themselves out here. But the plan was to confront her, let the other people that we were that were close to her, that were no longer in my Discord, know what was going on. And then that was going to give the group of people time to figure out how they wanted to do this. Did they want to go legal? Did they not want to go legal? If they did need to go legal, let's make sure we have all this, paperwork and evidence together. That's what we were doing when Nonsense went live asking for an explanation. So we didn't even get to the point, like, we wanted to figure out if they were going to do legal or not before we came out and let the community know. There was a plan. And somebody said I was blaming Cash for forcing me to have to come out. No, Cash didn't force me to come out. Cash didn't do anything wrong. I'm not blaming Cash. Cash is a victim. He has every right to tell his story. But it does not change the fact that we were planning on telling him, letting them figure out how they were going to handle their part, and then we were going to alert the community. It wouldn't have been months. It was days. Literally, y'all act like this has happened over the last year. No, we were sus as fuck of her a year ago. That kind of went away because we didn't have proof. And then boom, we're sus as fuck of her again. And this time when we're sus as fuck, we got the proof and we have what we need. And their privacy is what matters most. Their willingness to take this to a platform means most right now. Cash is a good.
Chasey and I can confirm 4 just that have came to me independently.
You hear that? So she just said there's a lot. She knows of a lot of victims. This is like that baseline thing. Oh, well, you just don't understand it because you're ignorant and you don't know the baseline. And then a couple of minutes later saying, well, honestly, we don't know where the baseline is. Girl, you contradict yourself constantly. And this is one of them. Just 2 seconds ago, you said, oh, I know so many of them. And listen, she just said 4. And 2 of them are 2 on my list. Man, he is. I will not be releasing details. It is up. I basically am in the know because it happened in my Discord. All the girls or men that were affected, they brought it to me. That's my role in this. But as for being scammed or taken advantage of or lied to in that way, I had a little bit of experience with it, but I'm not a victim. These other people are. And I will say these other people wear their hearts on their sleeves. They just love to help people. And that was taken advantage of. Absolutely taken advantage of. So let me start from I'm going to go over my little essay, okay? Because I had to be so super cautious because this involves a lot of people. Well, not a lot, but a group of people.
It does involve a lot of people, actually. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have been.
So there's a lot of people that she knows of, but she just said 4. No, I can tell you, Nonsense, it does involve a lot of people. And I wouldn't even say 22 is a lot. It's a group. It's a big group. I wouldn't necessarily say a lot, but Okay, sure. A lot of people. But you don't even know the 21 we've got. You just admitted you only know 4.
Victimized by this person a lot. And I understand that those people want their privacy and that will be respected. They're not at fault, but this is a major fucking con. This is a major con, and she is still
listen at her talking like she knows something. No way are you telling everybody else this is a major fucking con. No fucking way. No, she didn't con anybody.
art of con, and this is a problem.
Let me stop nitpicking.
This is a major fucking problem.
Like I said, if they want to speak out and tell their side, that whenever they're ready, or if they're ever ready, I'm absolutely here to give that platform. The same way Cash had every right to go to his platform and make it known. That was his choice. So I'm just kind of like hanging out, waiting to see how people feel. I have to take their feelings and their privacy into consideration. So the hippies asked their community for wish lists for the parents and families needing help in December of 2023. Yep was one of the families we assisted. We created a room, and those who needed help were able to put their wish lists in, or their, whatever they needed.
So they had a room off of their Discord that was just for asking for help or people that needed assistance with anything. They had a room just for this type of stuff. Okay.
Their Cash Apps, their Venmos. From there, she started to tell a story about...
Yeah, because there were some people that we already knew struggle, whether it be with health reasons or whatever it is. And we didn't want their kids or their grandkids or anybody going without, something. So we helped.
Having ovarian cancer that had spread to a lung or something like that. That's the gist of what was told, right? So this was during the same time of us trying to help these families that needed the help for Christmas. And that she had to have the lung removed and was a single parent. So in the midst of all this, the Christmas and the helping, it was telling a story about having ovarian cancer that had spread to a lung. She had to have the lung or parts of the lung removed and was a single parent. The group came together to support her in small ways while she prepared for the surgery. There were a lot of people that were assisting, because there was childcare, there was medications, there was all this stuff that, food, Uber Eats type stuff. I think I Uber Eats her family some dinner. So even though the group came together to support her in whatever ways we could, she then started going out and reaching out privately to some of the people and began asking for help financially for different reasons. The different reasons, and then...
So they all met through Discord. There was a group just for needs.
Nope. Nope. They did not all meet through Discord. They met through these YouTube live streams. It just so happens that this person joined my Discord of friends.
People going through stuff.
And that was when I offered it as a membership perk.
And then off of that, it became independent. She was messaging one-on-one from people in the Discord. Okay. All right.
Sometimes the same reason, and one receipt would be used for all of them, basically. She would ask multiple people for the same amount of money for the same reason, and even provided some fraudulent receipts for things. So if one...
Sounds like the typical
person, if she said, hey, I need help, I don't know, I'm using this as an example. Hey, I need help with this light bill. Can you, or this medication, that's a better example. I need help getting this medication.
Kelsey, did you get hit by her too?
Could you assist me?
Yeah.
And that person would say, yeah, and send the $200, right? She'd then send the receipt to that person, and then also go and request the same stuff from multiple people given that same one receipt. When the group started speaking to each other, that's when things started, coming together that she was doing this to all of them. All the money that was collected was cut off at that moment. Once they realized, okay, something's up here, it was cut off, and with no way to prove that the health issues existed or didn't exist, it was moved on from. Pretty much stop the financing her, move on until we have something that can solidify that this is a scam or she's, taking advantage of people. We got to keep it pushing.
So this was addressed. People had concerns, had verified that there was fraudulent stuff being pushed around, but they could not verify if her health issues were true or not. And the concerns, they knew there was concerns, but I'm understanding that nobody talk about it. We can't prove if her health stuff is actually real. We know she's people independently, so we're just going to continue to act.
No, we're not going to continue to act. We're going to cut off giving her any money. See, you forgot that part right there. We're just going to, it should have been we're just going to cut off giving her money and act like nothing's happened. Yeah, you'd be right in stating that.
Like everything's Gucci. Okay. How long ago was that?
Just guard your wallets from here on out.
I'll guard your wallets from here on out. Was that a community-wide notice? Like, be careful. Did you go to
again, did you want me to come to the whole trauma community and say that with no receipts? You probably do wish that's what I would have done, but I would never. What happened to receipts? What happened to proof? Do you know how much of an asshole we would have looked like if we would have been like, are you sure you got cancer? Fuck out of here.
Everybody independent. I'm confused by a lot of this.
Yes, I did. I went to everybody that was involved with her in my Discord. Abso-fucking-lutely, I did.
That money was collected. That
And I told them that we could not prove anything, but stop giving money. Protect yourself. Don't give your addresses out.
aware of from January to March of 2024. The reason
January of 2024. January to March of 2024.
Yeah.
Over a year ago.
Yep. Yeah, exactly, Nunya. So now we can just say anything. We can just say anything about anyone with no receipts. Just tell the whole community anything we suspect about anybody. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, since when? Since when? And that's why I used Rowena as an example. Rowena didn't do anything wrong. She suspected that Yep was lying about her illnesses, but she couldn't prove it. So she kept her fucking mouth shut. But that's okay. It's not okay that we did the same exact thing.
Over a fucking year ago.
Yes.
this is all coming up now is that there were more people that recently shared their experience of financial and emotional manipulation from Yep. And it was figured out that there was
And
more.
let's not forget, let me stop it real quick. Let's not forget, this is all coming from Nonsense, who knew that she had a moderator that was harassing people in real time, in real life, giving people's real life information out to other creators as they asked for it. And you had him as a mod for a while after finding out. You don't think that was putting your community at risk? Because I do. That's why I did a live on it.
people.
And that was proved. That was proven with receipts. With receipts. The live is still up. It's the blank screen live. Y'all go watch it if you haven't. She had that person as her mod for a good time after he was exposed for real life and on people.
To, other than the core group that it originally happened to. So it happened.
So the core group protected their wallets. Everybody else was not in the know and continued to get.
Nope. The core group, the ones that did have money taken from them, started protecting their wallets. Everybody else was told, just protect yourself. Don't give money. Jesus.
And that's what I'm gathering from this. And here we are.
To more people than we knew of back then, but then sometimes, currently still going. So because you have to be so careful with situations like this. You don't want to accuse somebody of lying about their health, right? Or fake.
You don't have to even mention the health. They scammed people. They
That's
provided
what they
fraudulent
scammed
receipts.
over.
You don't have to tiptoe.
See, you know so much about this, but you know fuck all. You do have to mention the health because that's what she scammed for. I can't tell you how much medication we paid for. Shut the fuck up. See, this is when I get upset because you act like you know what the fuck you're talking about and you know fuck all.
Around this. Why are you tiptoeing around this? Sorry, I'm going to get pissed because why the fuck are you? This is a serious situation. A serious situation.
Stupid. You're dumb.
Cancer or faking lung removal or a lobe of a lung, whatever, lungectomy, whatever. You don't want to accuse these people of scamming if they really are sick. So it was really hard to prove. And then later, a couple of pieces, came together. More people were talked to about it. And it was just found out like all the receipts needed were gathered.
Now, I will tell y'all some of the things that we found curious that once we decided, okay, we're just going to have to let it go and just keep an eye out because we can't prove anything. One of the things that was happening that we all kind of came to each other about was she was wanting to ship stuff out to people. She even shipped some stuff out to Deetsy. And she would say she was going to ship some kind of merchandise out to them. And then she never would. The hell, I've got a box that was supposed to be shipped out to my daddy's house. The one, because I told her she wanted my address. I told her, and this was 2 days before they confronted her. I told her, Tony don't want me giving out my private address anymore because of what happened with Queen Bee. And I told her, just use the address that Queen Bee docs. I still have not received a package to that address. I know there's a few in my community that still have not received their packages. But the ones that did receive, now this is when when the angel that fell into our lap with all the information we didn't have, when that happened, people started putting things together and looking up the return addresses on the gifts that were sent, and the return addresses kept coming up to random parking lots and shit. Okay, yeah, that's a red flag and it's fishy. But then again, if you don't want to give your own personal address out of safety for yourself, you would do something like that.
Then I was approached, and I was, it was, can we have this conversation now? And I absolutely told them, do what you feel you need to do, because she was still in the Discord. The main thing people changed was donating to her. They wasn't giving her any more money.
That's right.
But not everybody, because everybody, oh my.
Yeah. No, not everybody. She's talking that now. When she's saying this, she means the community. So again, this all comes back to her wanting me to have warned the whole trauma community about our suspicions. Sorry. Not going to do that. I'm not going to do it the way you thought I should. Never.
Well, we don't know who else she's doing it to, Brittany. Yeah, Dad, we're talking about our Yep. See, even Dad sent money to her. Which my part wasn't as much. This was, we know it was thousands of dollars. We don't know exactly how many.
And that's another thing for this person, for Nonsense, who thinks she knows everything. But yeah, Nonsense, let's just go out and accuse and piss off this person who has several people's info without the full proof. That would be smart, wouldn't it? And not to mention this angel, and this is all I'm going to say. This angel that fell into our lap knows her in real life, was living in her real life town, and that could have put her in danger. That's the point. This goes beyond friends over the phone. This went real fucking life. Real fucking life. That person had to put things in order for themselves to make sure they were going to be safe after she got confronted. So see, you didn't know that though, Nonsense. You didn't know that.
Any thousands, but we do know it was thousands of dollars. But yeah, Silent Angel, there were a lot of people that had questions, but we just didn't prove anything. So
the 4 people that have came to me is up over getting close to 3,500.
It was,
well, as soon as we found out, Yanni, we found out they confronted her probably 2 or 3 days after we put everything together. They confronted her because they just were tired of sitting on it. The real life person had things in place to protect themselves and their family. And so they confronted her 2 days after we put everything together, and the very next day they told Cash. I mean, all this is in the last 2 weeks.
Known from that moment on, stop, giving money. Don't open up your wallet or your pocketbooks to her. And we can't just X her out, because what if she is a bit,
So again, this was known. They decided not to bring it out, not to talk about it, not to alert anybody, nothing. The core group just protected their wallets. The rest of the people weren't informed, weren't told. She just carried on in the Discord that nothing ever happened.
What did you want to be told? See, Deets, we keep coming back to this. All this is Nonsense being upset that we didn't expose something that we were not sure of. Have your problems then, bitch.
And then people came to her and asked her if this conversation could happen. She said, do whatever you need to. Okay, all right.
Not a victim. What if she is sick? What if everything she's saying is true and we're just being sincere? So we just had to wait it out and see what happened. And eventually things came together. Things made more sense. the people affected, asked if they could have a conversation with her.
Like, this chat is going fucking ham over here because of what this bitch is inciting right now.
I said, absolutely, I've got your back.
Disgusting.
Have that conversation.
Y'all can hate me for whatever reasons you fucking hate me, whether it be I call your creator out or not, or I have beef with your creator or not. The fact is, I ain't done a fucking thing to any of you, and y'all are just hating to hate. This was a hate bond, and it was set off as a fucking mob. And not only did your mob come for me, but they went to other people who are associated with me, like Lady K. And I know for a fact Lady K supports you.
Let me know what you need. Make sure you have it respectfully, honestly, and with only the people it involved. And that's exactly what they did.
No, we weren't sure. We didn't know if Cash was still talking to Yep behind the scenes, but we knew that he was once a part of the Discord, and him and Yep were pretty close in the Discord. So that's why he was reached out to. Anybody we knew had contact with Yep was reached out to.
With only the people that it involved? So then the rest of the people would still be in the dark? Jonesin, come on now. Come on, Jonesin.
What'd she say? I didn't even hear.
Conversation. Let me know what you need. Make sure you have it respectfully, honestly, and with only the people it involved. And that's exactly what they did.
With only the people that it involved? So then the rest of the people would still be in the dark? Jonesin, come on now.
Yes. Yes. The rest of the community would still be in the dark. So I said we reached out to the ones that were directly involved with her, like Cash, like Miss Leah, and that's still a problem because the community wasn't alerted. You didn't give us fucking time. Cash fucking made his post and talked to you, and you came out wanting an explanation, and because you asked for it respectfully, even though we weren't ready, I went ahead and gave you an explanation. Given that explanation at the time could have caused more harm. Because again, this involved more people that were involved in her real life who know her family. Nonsense.
Come on, Jonesin. You're fucking better than this.
You're not, obviously.
They confronted the situation. It was admitted to that there were lies and that some things weren't true pertaining to having lungs removed and having cancer and all of that.
So they confronted her and she admitted that these things. Why the fuck was she allowed to stay in the Discord if you knew this in 2024? This is a bunch of bull. I'm mad
because we didn't know this in 2024. Listen, here, take it in. We didn't know this in 2024. We suspected something was off, that she was a liar, not that she was conning people out of their fucking money. Listen, as soon as it was found out and she was confronted, people were let know, and then we were going to let the community know. That's it. That's all. We had a plan. We put it into motion. It got a little misdirected because Cash went ahead and went public, but we didn't tell him not to go public because he has every fucking right.
You didn't scam me. Janice in accounting, agreed. Thank you for the support. Agreed. I'm not scammed.
Jesus Christ, comprehension.
But this impacts a lot of fucking people, man.
Right.
I'll tell you
the confrontation happened at the end of February of this year. But because after the confrontation, we didn't just immediately strike up alive and let the community know, because we had other safety securities we needed to make sure were in place for people. You're pissed. Make it make sense.
Personal here. I stayed the fuck away from Yep. I'll tell you what, anybody that came from the Mallory, Molly, Gina Diamond, all of those people, like that whole group that came over at that point in time.
No, there wasn't.
Yep.
There wasn't even 24 hours after the confrontation for us to even come to the community. That's what she don't fucking get, though.
A bunch of those people I've steered clear of. I want nope, zero zilch, nothing to do with them. Not a single thing. I nice in chats,
Exactly.
coexist,
That's what I said, J Rose.
but that's
How
it.
the fuck are you reviewing my video real time and still getting shit wrong?
That's it. I stayed away from that entire group because of the shady shit. And there was always scams going on.
Sure
And
do.
this one, was a part of supposedly bringing Gina down for scamming the community. Shocking. Fucking shocking.
The conversation.
Yeah, she knew she was from that group. So she said supposedly she didn't have anything to do with anybody from that group, but she knew Yep was a part of that group. Like, I didn't even know that.
Pretty much ended with, like, I don't think how to say this. It ended with her just removing herself from the Discord and from all platforms that we can tell.
So if you weren't present or in the know, or they didn't think you were part of in the need to know, you probably sat in that Discord and had no idea this was going on, but she admitted to scamming. She admitted to, okay. All right.
Oh, so now you're going to make people in the Discord feel like they didn't know what was going on. And you're the one that comes out looking like a fool because they all did. They all had a heads up not to give money and to protect themselves.
Right.
Let
me not blow my fucking cord.
God damn.
Yeah, perfectly.
It's
exactly.
hard not to call names right now.
Yeah, we've seen lies for a little while, but we knew that country, but it was supposedly like a lobe of her lung.
Janice in accounting, you know that. Thank you for the support. Yeah, if it had happened in any, thank you.
But
I'm just disappointed. This is fucking weird.
I agree, A.F. Pennington, but when you find yourself amongst a group of people that just want to love and nurture and help people.
This person said if this had happened in Queen Bee or Granny's Watching community, you and the HOA would have not have shut up about it. What the fuck? It has happened. It has happening. It's currently happening. And y'all just dig your head in the sand. Shut the fuck up, Janice. Barry,
those are the people that are taken advantage of. That's what I mean. She didn't get much.
When you foster an environment.
Scammers. The scammers.
To protect scammers, I guess, that's what's going to happen.
For me.
And they do it
so
right
I don't feel like a victim.
Face,
this is me basically having to take care of the side group of people that it did happen to. She did admit it.
Wait, didn't she had a fucking wrench over there? Okay, hold the fuck up. Hold up. Didn't she have a fucking wrench over there up until Cash came out and publicly said something?
Nope. Not until Cash came out and publicly said something. You dumb twit. Now see, this is mean. She's making it seem like one thing when that she has no idea. No. I went to remove her wrench as soon as they confronted her, right after they confronted her, and she had already deleted all her socials, her TikToks that we knew of, her YouTubes that we knew of, her alternate account YouTubes that we knew of. Also, heads up, she had an alt account named King Flea. It's also been shut down. So I can't even remove the bitch's wrench, but I went to before Cash was even told.
Why are you protecting her? Why the fuck are you protecting the scam artist who has conned so many people? What the fuck is going on here? This is not fucking funny. I'm sorry. I'm pissed.
Again, bitch, I wasn't protecting her. I was protecting the people it happened to that I knew of. I just can't.
These are people that I care and love that didn't even come to me until way too fucking late.
Right.
And they didn't ask me to do this. Let me be very fucking clear. Do not pop off at a single one of the people that are around me that came to me. Or Cash or anybody. I'm doing this because this is a bigger issue outside of this. This person weaseled her way, and I guarantee she's already got her foot in another fucking community already doing the same thing. This person is a skilled con.
Nuh-uh.
She did. And then
that's a good question, Nunya. Why is she more mad at you, the person she doesn't care for or respect, than she is at the scammer? Asking for myself. Nunya wants to know.
She was told that they expect to not see her in the community anymore. And she left the Discord. She left the community. But again, it's very possible she could pop up at any time and we wouldn't know who she is. And that leads me to telling you what. Hold on.
No shit.
Let me go back to my statement. So a private confrontation by those who had been lied to and victimized happened.
It's not that hard to eat. She just don't get it.
She's got a written statement. I understand. You want to make sure you're factual.
Now there's something wrong with my written fucking statement. The fuck?
Lying about her cancer and the lung. Those affected by this asked to keep it private for multiple reasons, and that was respected until it wasn't. So by that, it's just because Cash was out here telling his side, like these other people didn't agree to.
Deets, all she knows is what Cash and the people close to her that were involved know. And even they don't know the details. That's how I know she doesn't know shit.
That
It's just because
She
what
thinks she does.
the fuck is this weird shit?
Yeah, she thinks she knows everything, but she has no fucking clue how deep this went and how much danger it could have put someone in.
wasn't. So by that, it's just because Cash was out here telling his side, like these other people didn't agree to that.
It's just because what the fuck is this weird shit? She allowed
What?
her to scam those in your Discord. What the fuck takes them? I don't even.
Ooh, what? What did I say that was so wrong? That I didn't address the community because I still needed to figure out what the people I had contact with wanted to do, and that Cash was not the only victim? That's a fucking factual statement, nonsense.
Leave my Cash out of this.
No, you shut the fuck up. Leave my Cash out of this. You have put this and attacked me based around Cash. You have used a victim to take your fucking hard on out on me. It's fucking weird. It's weird bitch shit.
Private for multiple reasons, and that was
Thank you, Janice. Sorry, I'm spitting nails right now.
respected
No,
until it
she
wasn't.
fucking
So,
did not say leave my Cash out of this. Bitch, you have no idea how much you have used him in this. Used him.
by that, it's just because Cash was out here telling his side.
Stop. Just stop using him. He is a victim of this situation as well. I don't give a fuck what he tells you. He doesn't have all the information. And if he wanted it, I would absolutely give it to him. He knows how to get in touch with me. But the simple fact is that you have used a victim to take out your hatred or anger, whatever the fuck it is, on me.
Side. Like these other people didn't agree to that.
Cash made a community post because he gave this person over $2,000 fucking dollars. Because
Yeah. How about this nonsense? I've got people that gave her over $5. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing.
he felt bad
She just wants to be the fucking hero. But you're a weirdo. That's it.
because he was conned and not let in the obviously the group in the know that had known for over a fucking year that there was problems. So not only was he financially
Oh my God. Again. This is like correcting a Laura stream. Sorry, Laura, but it is. Again, he was notified as soon as we were notified. That's it. That's all. You wanted me to tell him, hey, we think Yep is scamming a year ago when that's not what we knew was happening. Oh, maybe I should have went to him and said, hey, we think Yep's a big fat fucking liar. Be careful. The fuck?
taken advantage of. He was emotionally taken advantage of.
So
See what I
we've
mean,
just been
Dee?
trying to keep it.
I told you that this morning, that I went back and I listened to this live finally this morning. And I was like, she is making it seem like we knew the whole year that this was going on. We didn't. We had suspicions that she was a fucking compulsive fucking liar. We didn't know she was scamming money.
Behind the scenes until they were ready. But I understand. I think nonsense. No, Jason, I even reached out to her. I know nonsense said that, there needs to be an explanation. And I do
Yeah, there is.
agree. We knew that
And this isn't it.
eventually it's 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
This isn't
It's
it.
been over a fucking year that you guys knew there was a problem.
Look, see, she just said it again. Wrong, bitch. You're wrong. Her being a liar is not a problem that we need to come to the community with and say, hey, she's a big fat fucking liar. That's not something we need to come to the community for. The fuck?
Just said that.
And we knew that eventually an explanation would need to be given, but it was left in the hands of,
Me too.
those that were affected
Me too,
on
too,
when they wanted to
because
tackle
this is
this.
fake as
And now it's kind of
fuck.
enforced. So
This is fake as fuck.
I'm having to address it publicly, but that's why I'm also not giving details. I'm sure
Just so everybody is aware, if any one of my mods, if I ever found out some fuckery was going on like
She's
this,
using this because it's a way to come at me. Because I didn't handle it or control it the way she thought I should have. But of course you wouldn't think I handled it or controlled it right when you don't even have the right fucking details right now. You're telling everybody we knew she was scamming from a year ago. Lying ass whore.
Was ever happening, which has never, nothing like this, nowhere, nothing. But if I found out, I'd be the first to fucking put them on blast and bring their asses fully square to the ground. If you are conning and scamming people to this degree,
always, Jay, always. We have always, even before we knew she was a liar, we have always said, do not, private information does not come out in my Discord. People don't, no, they don't tell where they live. They don't tell, you know, what they do for a living. None of that shit comes out in my Discord. That apparently comes out in private DMs. I cannot help that. What I can do is make sure I tell everybody, protect yourself. And that wasn't about Yep. We said that as soon as we started the Discord. Protect yourself. Don't give any private information.
have no anonymity anymore, and people will know so they can report you to the proper authorities, because this is a con. This is a long con. This is not okay, and it's illegal. This is thousands of dollars, not some $5 here, $5 there. That's another thing. One thing Yep would do to get in with people is, and kind of put it over their heads, is she would send people randomly like $5, here, go buy yourself a coffee. So it would break down people, like, their guard with them, like, oh, she's only got times when she needs stuff. She's only, you know, there's only
precisely, that's how she got over on us.
Yes. Certain times when she needs stuff, she must, you know, and then she sends money, you know, $5 here, there.
Sure, people will have tons of questions, but details just are not going to be given. Again, if they decide later they want to give their side of the story and how things went down, that's up to them.
If those people want to remain silent, they can remain silent. It's nothing on them. The victims aren't at fault here.
I will absolutely give that platform. But until then, this is what you get. You get me here generalizing the situation. So what we will say, and this is especially from Nunya, what to look for. Someone who has all the info about every case. I use that as an example at the beginning of this. Hey, Deetsy. She's not in the chat. She's in the Discord. Yeah, it's not our story to tell in detail. That's exactly right. That's why you have to be very careful how you go.
It is, though. It fucking is. It's community awareness. It is your story to tell. This happened in your Discord and spread off from there. Again, it's not your responsibility. You're not taking
2 weeks ago. Y'all didn't even give us time to address it, and yet come here bitching about addressing it.
This person conned all of these people, but that is where it started.
She don't know, Deet. She's talking out of her ass.
Yeah, that's up to them if they ever want to address it. But what to look for? Someone who has all the info about every case.
That's a lot of
someone who goes to private DMs instead of the group to ask for financial help. If somebody's being upfront and honest, they're not going to need to reach out in private. Another thing to look out for, someone who constantly has health issues that are rare and extreme. Like,
no, that's nah. There's a lot of people around here that verifiably have rare and extreme health conditions, so that's not necessarily true.
Extreme.
If you go and you have a portion of your lung removed and you're out of the ICU the next day, that's weird health issues. It's not going to happen. Now she has meningitis. Then she had some kind of surgery done for her son that didn't exist.
Extreme.
I don't know how she used them though.
But just be mindful of who you give your money to. Always. Hold on. Nunya said
exactly.
Have her identity.
She said that. She says that in this live perfectly. That she knew this was going on. Well, then why the fuck are you mad at me? Why didn't you expose it then, bitch? Because you didn't know what was going on. Just like you don't know a lot of people that it happened to.
Personal level, it is not for any of us to speak on. Yeah, I know the information, but it's not my business.
Oh, so they do know her. Moon and Krama, those who have her identity are those impacted on a personal level, is not for any of us to speak on. No, this is when you blast. This is when you blast. So people can contact the proper authorities if they have been scammed.
So Moon commented in my thing, said Moon and Crom, or no, none you did. Moon and Crom are those who have her identity or those impacted on a personal level. It is not for any of us to speak on. That's because I'm not willing to go out on a public forum where there are crazy people, even in your own very chat, that God only knows what they would do if they knew the city, the state, her name. She has 2 children. That is verified.
And they don't have to come to you or Nunya, because although you guys are gathering stuff and you know her real information, unless you guys are handling it properly and making a consolidated police report with every single person's receipts, a police report needs to be made. And people are entitled to her.
And guess what? The other victims that are still around that I have contact with, it was up to them if they wanted to make a report, the same way it was to Cash. And guess what? Some of them have decided to make a report, but they didn't get to make that decision before I had to come out here and give an explanation because y'all was wanting one. I didn't mind giving an explanation, but this right here, this response to my explanation made things 100 times worse.
Information, so where they know where to file a police report. I'm sorry, this is an illegal fucking con. This isn't just YouTube drama. This is an illegal situation where she conned people. So either you blast it publicly. Why are you guys collecting stuff behind the scenes? You should be telling each and every one of these people to file a police report in her local area, but also the public.
But okay, did y'all hear that? Why are we collecting stuff behind the scenes, y'all?
So either you blast it publicly. Why are you guys collecting stuff behind the scenes? You should be telling each and every one of these people to file a police report
here
in her local area.
I'm sorry, I just now checked Discord. I'm so sorry.
But also the public.
Okay, so what was that again?
So either you blast it publicly. Why are you guys collecting stuff behind the scenes?
Well, we were collecting stuff behind the scenes because that sweet little angel that was dropped in our laps had the information we needed to prove that she was not who she said she was. In order to, call her out, we needed to prove that first and foremost.
Scenes. You should be telling each and every one of these people to file a police report in her local area, but also the public.
Business information.
It's interesting to see the racist over there hanging out.
And then right here, she says it's interesting to see the right. Listen, me,
but I just want to say, you don't know what Johnson has told the victims that she's aware of. Sit over here and tell her that she needs to tell them to file a police report. You don't know. You're saying you want these victims thrown under the fucking bus, and that's disgusting. And I can't believe that this gaslighting and dog whistling is going on, and on top of that, the dramatic effects added. It's fucking sick. I can't believe what I'm listening to. You told me this was crazy. I didn't believe it. This is insane. This is insane. One person came to you, nonsense, and told you what they knew. That doesn't negate the others that were also manipulated by them. He can speak out all he wants. He has that right to. Anyone affected by it has that right to. But there's a lot of other fucking people who don't deserve to be thrown under the bus. Their personal information, lots of their personal information in her hands. And you're sitting over here acting like, not at all, you knew for a fucking year. We suspected someone was a fucking liar. That's a big difference than knowing someone is a liar, for one, proving someone is a liar, for two, and exposing that. Like, we suspected someone was a liar. Because that story just doesn't make sense. What did you want? Did you want someone to come out, make a video, and expose a suspected liar? Well, damn it, we're going to have to expose a lot of people that we suspect are liars.
We do. We go after stuff we can prove is a lie. We couldn't prove any of what she was saying was a lie, just that we thought it was.
Exactly. It just didn't make sense. It hit you like in your hinky feeling, like, oh, you had a lung removed, but now you're going in for this treatment and they're doing that for that treatment. That doesn't sound like that would make sense. And even call her out on it sometimes. and more stuff will be given, but there's no proof of it. If you don't have definitive proof that someone is lying to you about something, what are you going to do with that? You're acting like we knew she was a damn scammer for a year. Hell, Nonsense told me in this live stream that you're playing that she was a part of some other community and known for this BS. Well, why didn't Nonsense put that out?
Right, if she knew. I didn't know
till I got back the other day that there were expose videos on this chick 3 years ago.
Yeah,
well,
we all found out the other
these
day.
exposés and call outs must be doing real well if this, a scammer can continue on in the same trauma community and nobody know it's the one that's already been exposed. What did you expect Jonesy to do?
She was exposed. She was exposed in this same drama community, right? She was exposed 3 years ago. All she did was change her fucking name, and she stayed here. And none of you that were there back then were the wiser. None of you.
No, she was in their chats. I know she's been in Burnt Toast chat. Burnt Toast is the one that helped expose her.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
But yet you were supposed to know just because you felt like her stories didn't make sense?
Yep.
It wasn't our story to tell. It never was. And they're acting like this is some, like some content creators found out this chick was a scammer. And we harmed the entire community. Sorry, guys, I'm on the beach if it's windy. But we somehow harmed the entire community by not exposing it. We didn't find it, you idiots. Subscribers who don't have a platform, who want their personal information protected, and they have that right, especially after everything they've been through, are the ones who found it out, are the ones who discovered her identity. It wasn't our fucking right to expose.
Especially the one that put this all together for everybody.
Yeah.
That lives in her town, or did live in her town. Knows her family. That person needed to be protected most of all at that point.
It wasn't ours to expose, you idiots. But seriously, for someone who sits over there and screams, I don't do personal beefs, I don't do personal beefs, this is a whole lot of personal beef. Because if you got down to the nuts and the bolts of this situation, this isn't something Jonesy did to everybody. Why are y'all more pissed at her or me or none of whoever are y'all pissed at? Why are y'all more pissed about that than the fucking scammer? The person who scammed people we like. All of us. Your Cash and our friends. Where's the outreach for that person? Because I'm not hearing it here. All I'm hearing it is you didn't handle the job adequately. Even though you didn't know it last year, you should have exposed it last year.
Yeah, I should have exposed it without knowing anything, without having anything to show that, hey, this is what we think. I'm supposed to just tell everybody.
Yeah.
But any other time, that would be the irresponsible way to handle it.
You're going to be accused of harboring a fucking scammer for a year when, one, you didn't know her, she was a scammer. But your others are over there sitting on panels, in chats, laughing, have as their own mods or in their own chats, known fucking scammers. I don't take any of this seriously. This is a bunch of bored housewives. You need to get off the internet.
I agree. I told you this morning, like, she was legit making it seem like we knew this a year ago. No, we literally didn't know it until the end of February. And we're not even, what's today? The 13th. We're not even all the way through the middle of March yet. It's literally been 2 weeks. This is just crazy. And right here she says, it's interesting to see the racists over there hanging out. She's referring to Moon. I think Moon does Krama. Listen, I don't think Moon's a racist. I think using the word in general is ignorant, and that goes for anybody. But if I was to go over to her chat and heard her talking like that, I could just very easily leave out. The main thing to take note of is Moon has come in here. She has apologized for last time. She has agreed she would not use that kind of language in my chat. And that's all I ask. Respect me and respect the chat. And she does that. But you know what? You find that interesting, but I find it interesting that you're bitching about a supposed racist in my chat, but you was in a racist chat 2 days ago. Wasn't you over there in Clues?
Not with that group again.
Belongs to the ones who were victimized. That's on them. Be mindful of who you give your private information to.
And it is international because Cash isn't in the United States.
Such as
And I don't know if any of the other ones are either.
name and address, even birthday. Be careful. We had a lot of that going on. What's your address? I want to send you a package. What's your address? And, you know, it got to a point we were all like, oh, and this was right before it boiled over. Nobody wanted, and this kind of goes to why we kind of kept it as low as possible. Nobody wanted what she said to be lies. Their hearts wanted her to be telling the truth.
But for a year, you guys knew something was going on. A bulk of the money was given between January and March of 2024.
Yeah. A bulk of the money was given in those dates, but we did not know it was a scam. We thought she was just lying. And we didn't even know exactly what she was lying about.
Tell me what you stand for.
And it just so happens, like after a deep and thorough investigation, that is not.
Willow, you know better.
It sucks. I got kind of close with you, you know, so.
I'm sure it does suck. I'm sure it sucks that you guys, but this is what, especially if you foster a Discord like that, you have to.
Yeah, check your credit score, lock down your stuff. Yes, be careful. Keep an eye on your Cash App if you've ever Cash App this person. You know, just make sure everything's okay with your Cash App.
Check your credit score, lock down your stuff, and try to love everyone. But she's got people's real identity, their real addresses, all of it. Where are the police reports, and why is this not being handled legally?
It is nonsense. You didn't even give us time. You wanted to take the reins on this so bad and make it content for yourself so bad. I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you're fucking proud of yourself, because this had fuck all to do with you. You had none of the information, none of the legit receipts, but yet you still went live and used a victim as your reason. Bitch, please. This is why I said you're lost.
Oh, I agree.
Sorry, I'm mad.
You really don't know anyone online. It really, yeah. And man, it's such a sucky situation. And she was a mod for me. Not a mod in my Discord. She was only a mod on my
Angel, I
YouTube.
meant to tell you, no. Any picture, I meant to message you back last night. I meant to message you back and I totally forgot. But no. Everything, if there was a time, because I know Silent Angel, there was a time we were all in voice chat and we were, showing pictures of ourselves and stuff like that. No, all of those photos were deleted at the same time they were shown. So they never hung around. We don't have any private family photos or anything like that in the Discord. They were usually, the mods would usually go back through the voice chat when we were done sharing our pictures and delete them.
Because she was always telling me, oh, I got links to these phone calls. Oh, I got links to this file, this case file. And I would be like, it would be just easier for her to drop the link in my chat while I was discussing a subject or a case. And it turns out she really didn't ever have anything.
Right, Queen Bella. That's why it needs to be put out publicly. They shouldn't have to, these people should not have to be scammed by Yep and then go to these people, give them their private information and show them to prove to them that they've been scammed. Put this fucking scammer on blast. These people owe you guys nothing. You should not be
talking about. Who said they owed anybody anything? What the fuck are you even talking
from these
about? People.
They should be able to know who she is, turn her in if they choose to.
That's what they did.
She knew everything perfectly and perfect. That's the one thing I would say that would make me on guard or make me watch out, is the fact that she knew everything about everything pertaining to everything. Not even true crime, just everything. So, but true crime would be a red flag, because if you see somebody in, I don't know, if you see somebody in Nonsense's chat talking about they have the file to this case or they know the victim.
Oh, BFAM, I said it publicly. I said, it's about time you guys say something about this, because I'm pissed. And I said it then. Like I said, not only in the comment section, I said it publicly.
I didn't realize she said it was because she was pissed. I was just, because she asked respectfully, I was like, okay, we're not necessarily ready. We still got some things to get in order, but here, let's let the community know, just the surface level information.
It's about time you guys.
She's pissed that I didn't give out all her information.
Speak up, because I'd been hearing about it. And like I said, I knew that this was going on. And when Cash made his post, I reshared it. And I was like, what the fuck? And then one after another, people came forward. And I'm like, oh my God.
One after another, people came forward. All 4 of them. 2 of them that is on our list. Oh. One after another, all 4 of them people came forward, y'all.
Associated with this case. And then you see that same person in a whole nother true crime live saying that, oh, they know that person too, and they have that that should be a red flag. Nobody should know that much pertaining to cases. Yeah, it was, these weren't, and
people always do that with these cases. They come to you with everything. That's not a red flag that they're scamming behind the scenes to me at all.
You know what? These weren't.
I have not had one person come to me on every true crime case that I discuss and tell me that they have all the FOIAs for it, all the phone calls, all the video calls. I've never had any other creator do that. But Yep did. And that's why I said, if you have somebody coming to you with everything you talk about and they say that they have the information pertaining to this case and you never receive it, that's a red flag.
Or even surface level friendships. Like, people created personal friendships with Yep.
Happy life. It's good to see you. Thank you for being a member for 16 months.
And one of them. And when I found out all this and I knew that the girls had approached her, I reached out to her privately and I, girl, what's going on? I want to hear your side of things. I gave that opportunity and I still have yet to get a response. And it's been over 2 weeks now. So she just disappeared.
But wait, she admitted that she was scamming people. And then you reached out to her? Like, yeah. I'm so confused. So
she admitted to them that she did not have any of the illnesses that she claimed to have had when she asked them for money. I absolutely reached out to her to see if she would respond. Is that your business? No, it's not.
So she admitted that
a few of us messaged her after we found out that she was confronted. A few of us messaged her to see if she would respond or have anything to say for herself, and she didn't.
Is that not what was said? That Yep admitted to this stuff?
Admitted to the illnesses.
Am I wrong? Chasing her.
The fake illnesses.
You still in here? Somebody that is following this? Is anybody? Revival? Anybody? Didn't she say that they confronted her and she admitted to this stuff? Yes, Smiles. Okay, thank you.
YouTube, I don't know if it's hidden or if it's deleted, but that's gone. Her TikToks that we knew she had, that's gone. And that's even more alarming when you confront somebody on a situation like this and they just disappear completely. They don't fight for themselves. They don't try to prove anything. That's alarming, which she did admit.
Yeah, when did that call happen when he admitted it? How long ago was that?
The day before Cash was told. Actually, the night before Cash was told. So less than 8 hours later, Cash was told the next morning. Well, morning U.S. time.
She admitted some of the stuff. Who in here was in that call? How long ago was that call? February?
The end of February, yes. I could go back through the Discord and find out the exact date, but I don't fucking need to because I don't owe you that.
End of February?
It was the day before February. Cash was alerted. So how about you go check your own DMs with Cash and see when he told you, because it was the day before that.
24th? Two weeks ago? I've heard February 24th, but I don't know if that was the date of the call or the date that helped. I'm not sure.
It's lying. She did admit that things weren't true to that specific group of people that were taken advantage of by her. She did admit that she lied.
Yes, not that she scammed. She still has not admitted that she scammed, but that she lied.
So they pulled a group together of people that they knew at the time had been scammed, put them in a private call. She admitted to a few of those people, but there's a lot more outside of that group that were scammed and conned. Okay.
Nope. We didn't put them in a group with her. They chose to do that phone call on their own with my blessing because they didn't want it to come. Basically, they didn't want me to have to catch flack like I'm doing now from people like you. And they wanted to make sure that I wouldn't be upset for them start stirring that up and then me having to answer for it. And I told them, absolutely not. Y'all do what you need to do. I will bear it all. I will have y'all's back. It is what it is. Do what you got to do.
Okay. All right. So they hand selected who she would admit it to. Those people. Okay. All right. I'm following. Holy fuck.
Jason, that's something we had a conversation about.
She keeps saying they. No. Who's they? So we sent that group of people into a call with Yep. Oh, Lord.
This is long game type of shit.
This is a professional con artist. This isn't long game. This is
to the point there where
this is illegal. This is a long con.
Yeah, we hand selected them.
Just internet. This is illegal.
We didn't hand select anybody. Listen, I went and then they didn't even come to me. I just hopped in a Discord call and they were talking about it and they were like, she's not gonna boot us from Discord. Stop it. And that's when I was let in on the fact that they were ready to confront her. And I was like, do what you got to do. My only stipulations is that it was handled with care and respect and that it did not include anyone except those who were involved. I didn't want them going into a public voice chat in front of 30 people that have nothing to do with nothing and call this out and put her on the spot. They needed to have a closed, quaint little conversation space so that she wouldn't take off because she could have. She very well could have, when she seen this group that wanted to have a conversation with her, she probably knew what it was. She could have took off. And I do respect her for going into it, for going into that call. I'm sure it was hard as fuck.
Accounts that were also her. And in my opinion, she was pretending to be these other people. And so we had to boot them as well from my Discord.
And actually, some of the people that got booted as her alt, I know they're fucking full of real identity and they're not alts of Yeps, but they were accused.
We've only booted one. Okay, now see, you again speaking on something you don't know about. We removed one person from the Discord that we could not verify. That's it. That's all. There were some suspicious things surrounding this person. We had a phone call with this person. I could not definitively say that this person's voice was not the same as Yep's. So just in case, we dropped them out of the Discord. But before we did, we had a conversation with them. And we let them know that, listen, some of the people in the Discord still are not comfortable. We can't verify who you are for sure. So we're going to have to remove you from the Discord. That's it. That's all.
Accused of being alts of Yeps.
And that was only one person. That was only one person. So I don't know why she's saying we did this to a couple of people that were accused of being alts of Yeps. That was just one person.
I mean, you just can't be too sure. Yeah, over a year-long game. It was
treated like absolute shit because they didn't know a con was going on. And she had fostered a one-on-one situation with some of these people.
Oh, we treated her like absolute shit. Should I drop those DMs? Since you got so much information nonsense and you want to talk like we bullied a bitch, drop the DMs. Get her to send you the DMs. It was handled so respectfully and lovingly as it could have been. Because we weren't sure and we hated having to remove her. We fucking hated it, but it was a better safe than sorry situation. So since you know so much, get her to send you those DMs since you want to say she was treated like shit. If you don't, I will, bitch.
Yep, did.
But it wouldn't have been right to confront her without all the information to prove that she was lying to everybody. So it was kind of a waiting game to see what happened. Wait, watch, keep an eye on things.
You know what? We're going to pause it right here and I'm going to let y'all know what they say right now. I ain't going to share them, but I'm going to read them out to you. Okay. I'm only going to read our parts because her part is not anybody's business. Nunya. Hey, Pluto. Yes, it was Pluto. We know you're confused about everything going on. Can we give you a call real quick on Discord? We knew she was confused because she reached out to me 2 seconds after Yep left the Discord, which I found like, how did Yep even tell you this quick? You know? I said, yes, Pluto, I'm in here too. I'm in bed getting settled, but I'll be here for the call. She agreed to do a call. We said, we're on the call if you want to jump in. And she was working. So Nunya said, just call in here when you can chat. No worries. She said, okay, how do I do this? We had the phone call and we walked away 50-50 on it. And this person told us that she was scammed. So we also asked for her receipts. So she was asked, when you get a chance, can you send us receipts of what you sent with the dates? We want to compare with what was given already and keep the receipts as a protection. It will not be shared with anyone else. I said, no, it will stay here. It's just for us to compare to the other receipts. They agree. They, tell us a little more about their story with Yep. She sends some screenshots of the Cash Apps. Okay, and so Nunya says, oh my God, this is a lot. Yikes. Then, an hour or so later, Nunya reached back out and said, hope you're doing okay. Wanted to check in with you. Oh, what an asshole you are, Nunya. How dare you treat her like shit like this? Just wanted to check in with you. What's your YouTube name? I wanted to know when I see you so I can be sure to say hi, because she does stay in the bushes a lot. You're included and a part of this community. I don't want you to feel otherwise. And the reason Nunya was telling her that is because she was talking about how close she was with Yep and how she felt like she lost the friendship. And I responded to that with a bunch of hundreds. She told us her YouTube name. And she says, thank you for your kindness, Nunya and Joneson. I appreciate it. Damn, we're such assholes. So then, because we had a talk with the people that were involved in being scammed, and we let them know, we can't say 100% she's not yet, but we can't say 100% she is. They let us know they would be comfortable if we could just time her out for the time being. So Nunya timed her out just for 24 hours so that we could, go through everything. Hold on. So she says she can't see everything. Good morning, baby. I said, you don't see all the rooms. Your timeout ended last night, so everything should be normal for you. Because she said, I can only see the hippie chat, and if nobody feels comfortable with me there, please let me know. I said, your timeout ended last night, so everything should be normal for you. I would absolutely let you know if people were uncomfortable. She says it just says, welcome, important info, and then the Hippie Hut main chat. I said, yeah, okay, so it's because you're in the newbie role. There are some that were still concerned the other night, but I haven't touched base with them since then. I will talk with them some more tomorrow. I'll check the temperatures with them and see if they still have some reservations. If they do, we will see what we can figure out. It's a little different for them because they haven't had a chance to speak with you like we have. Nunya said, I haven't spoke with anyone directly about you yet, but I know the other night everyone was weary of everyone because this trust was broken and they were all lied to. Maybe you can come hang in the voice chat with the group. Take some time to talk to them and let them get to know you. It sucks for everyone when trust is broken, and I hate that for all of us. I said, yes, that would be great to hear your story and how this was real for you and how the lies have hurt you, much like it did them. It hits different. I hate when shit like this happens because the paranoia runs rampant. So she responds and talks a little bit more about how, her relationship with Yep. She says she will come in and let people get to know her. She was confused on what did she miss or what she just didn't put together pertaining to Yep. Fania told her, I don't think it's negative. I think this impacted you just like others. I think the only other difference is that others are more active in the Discord and have built some friendships outside of the Discord that connects them emotionally to the feelings of those who have been hurt. It's a long story, to be honest, which is more than happy to discuss in a voice chat because it's a lot. She said she agreed. It was a little longer of a message. And then Nunya, responded to her long message about her personal stuff. She said, please know we understand where you're coming from and that processing this is not easy at all. We do want to be able to talk it all out and let everyone be able to come together and support each other. We know we didn't hear anything back. So 2 days later, after we talked to the group, Nunya said, hey, I'm sorry that you've been hurt by all of this. The group as a whole is not comfortable due to not getting to know you. I hope you understand and welcome you to message us at any time. God, what assholes we are. What is wrong with us? Why would we treat somebody that way? See, you're talking out your ass, bitch.
And then eventually other people that came into the Discord or other people we've grown friendships with would bring it up and it'd be like, whoa.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. I'm pissed.
Type of shit.
Nobody cares.
To the point there were alt accounts that were also her. And in my opinion, she was pretending to be these other people. And so we had to boot them as well from my Discord. Just in case. I mean, you just can't be too sure. Yeah, over a year-long game. It was.
Well, we're not sure, Silent Angel. To this day, we're still not sure. We did hear her speak on the phone. She talked to us. She had a conversation with us. I will take that on myself. Nunya didn't think she sounded like Yep. I did. So we just weren't sure.
It wouldn't have been right to confront her without all the information to prove that she was lying to everybody. So it was kind of a waiting game.
Wouldn't have been right to confront her? So, what? I'm going to spit my fucking teeth that are stuck in my goddamn jaw still out this fucking mouth. It wouldn't have been right to confront her when you knew there was enough information that was problem.
No. See, again, you're listening and not hearing. I said it wouldn't have been right to confront her without the information we needed to do so.
To see what happened, wait, watch, keep an eye on things, and then eventually
Keep people in the dark.
Other people that came into the Discord or other people we've grown friendships with would bring it up and it'd be like, whoa, you had this situation with her? Wow. And then you just start putting pieces together.
And so more kept happening, more kept coming forward. And then after a year, you finally, because Cash made a community post.
Right, Peach?
And I spoke on it because I love Cash dearly. My family, his family to us.
Guess what? I love these other women dearly. I feel like they're family to me. There's day in and day out, I have conversations with these people. It's no different.
And then you kind of almost seemed a little salty that Cash made a community post. Wow.
Yeah.
That's right, Truth Exposed. I see what you just said to Center. That's right.
Yes, J. Rose.
What's going on with Audacity? September?
I doubt it. I don't think she had any hand in it.
No, that was just something typical. It goes way deeper than that. That's
MJ. It is beyond obvious the issues are everything but the Yep situation. Yeah, I agree.
Just something to look out for because most people aren't running chat to chat saying they've got info on stuff, on private stuff, pertaining to cases or FOIAs or something like that. So it's just a red flag to look for if you see somebody doing that.
Well, that's why I decided to go and listen to her live because I heard a little bit of her live from yesterday where she was talking about how close Cash is to her. And I was like, you're going to stop fucking using this victim because Cash is a victim of hers. You're going to stop using him, the victim, to come at me. It's not right.
That should have been problematic. Like, why is she FOIAing a bunch of shit that she has no business? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, just reach out to me, Audacity. I think you still got me on Discord. If not, email me and I'll send you.
I don't know who else I have suspicions of who the alt account is, but I can't 100% say for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not willing to put that out.
Isn't her. I know for sure.
Because that person's hardly ever over here that I've been aware of.
One that I know got accused is definitely not.
So she did that with you, Audacity?
Well, we only accused one. Well, no, then there was somebody that showed up under alt, and one of my friends advised her to come into my chat under alt, but in the time it was paranoia was flying rampant. So of course we thought that was her, but we actually, that's the only person we accused. Pluto, we didn't accuse because we didn't know for sure.
And there's no telling, and this is exactly what I mean. Like, we know about the people in the Discord, the group that was taken advantage of in their private DMs with her. I can't do anything about that.
Can I give a word of advice? I don't have a Discord, but one thing first and
No,
foremost.
because if I was to take your advice, I would have went live a year ago and told the community I thought Yep was a liar, and everybody would have been asking for receipts, and I would have had fuck all to give them.
The first thing I would do is when you had any inclination, I would have sent a very generic form message to every single person that was in the Discord so they could be aware of the situation. A lot of these people obviously aren't
did that
in certain levels of Discord, whatever chat, there's chat and chat and chat. So it would have been smart, or it is going forward, if you have a Discord and anybody it comes to you being scammed, it's probably a good idea to send out a personal form message to every single person and say, just be careful. We are getting word that there might be people conning in our Discord. We do not want to facilitate that. So protect yourselves, not hide it from people for over a fucking year. So when new people come through, they know, like, be careful.
There was nothing to hide for the last year. Okay, we're just gonna have to. It's hard for me not to stop on those because she says that time and time again.
We don't know enough at this point to know, but there's enough. Like, that would have been smart to do a year ago, and make sure that the people that aren't there in the voice chat or in the inner circle, the chosen.
Yeah, we did that. And why are you calling it an inner circle with their chosen one? They're victims, you stupid bitch. It ain't an inner circle or the chosen one. It's a bunch of people that it happened to. I cannot.
Ones, no.
Because it's a private DM. It's not something I'm a part of. But this goes to show, like, there's going to be other people in the trauma community that were affected by it. And, you know, we had no idea because they weren't a part of the Discord or putting this together with us.
Right.
What was offered in? Hold on.
I could not help what people outside of the Discord were finding out or feeling. Like, let's use Audacity, for example. Audacity wasn't in the Discord. We couldn't help, like, we don't know what she was catching vibes on. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't tell her, hey, we got those vibes too. I mean, I just don't get it.
What did Kelsey say? I hope she gets, yeah, I hope she does too. And she was offered that in that private conversation where they confronted her. She was offered.
So she was offered mental health help.
Yes.
But not fucking handcuffs. She internationally conned people.
If those people were having a conversation with her and she said, I need mental health help, of course they're going to say, would you like help with that? But now she's got a problem with them offering to help her find help.
For thousands of fucking dollars, and she was offered mental health help and not fucking handcuffs.
Exactly, Deets. The core group, the inner circle, right? That she keeps referring to. She thinks it's me, you, and Nunya. It's not. It's subs. It's the other people.
For any, you know.
For those of you that don't know, I fucking take shit like this very fucking seriously. In my Facebook days, that's what I did, was bust fucking scammers. The last one I busted got over $10,000 in 3 weeks claiming she had breast.
So this is what nonsense used to do. Bust out scammers. Are you mad that you didn't see this coming? Like, what's the hard on here?
Cancer. I don't fucking sit well with this shit. And I put that bitch on full
fucking martyr, everybody's hero, and you're not.
Full fucking blast every single, when you're a con, you have no protection. Period. Point blank. End of story. I said what the fuck I said.
Yeah. The offering
have a
of
duty
mental health resources, we're going to bash that now too.
The vulnerable. We can't do everything, but you sure as fuck can do a lot better than this.
Help that was necessary, that they were willing to, even after being taken advantage of, these people were still willing to help with that, with whatever she needed, and she declined it. That makes sense, Audacity, because I couldn't, like, you just disappeared. That makes sense. I should have reached out to you, but she made it seem like you and her were so close. I was like, no, I don't want to go to Audacity. Like, that's her bestie, you know. I'm glad you're saying something. Hey, Deetsy.
Kodo, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Oh, Stephanie.
Like I said, 4 different ones have shown me stuff.
4
outside of.
That's a lot. That's a lot. No, we have a lot. You ain't got shit.
Yeah, she said y'all were working on a video together.
Territorial ass bitch.
She said I ain't tagging everyone y'all
trying to claim territory over a fucking scam, a con artist.
There's love all around. Me too, Nanny. Me too. Exactly, Peg. Exactly. Like, I can handle, you know, you coming into the main chat and saying, you know, I'm struggling with this or that. And
again, please don't take that I'm putting fault on people that have Discords. I'm not going to start that shit. That's not what I'm saying here. But we have a duty. If you have environments, if you have rooms, like, that is something that we have to do better with, of informing people. Just because they're not in the in crew.
Oh, wow. Just because they're not in the in crew.
Just because they're not the popular known people or the affected. There's a lot of people that are.
What the fuck is wrong with you? These are regular fucking subs that are a part of the Discord. And I handled it the right way. Just because you think I didn't doesn't make that true.
They're shy. They don't want to be in those, but they want to be in those. And so they might hang out on the outer circles or the outer edges that matter too. They matter just as much. And a lot of those people get taken advantage of. We got to do better at informing people and a form statement, blanket statement, whatever you want to call it, to all of those people back when you guys.
And okay, so she's about to say,
you guys noticed this a year ago that there was
back when you guys noticed this a year ago that there was problems, what, that she's a liar. So you want us, instead of figuring out what she's doing, you want us to come out to the community and let everybody know we think Yep is a liar, so that she just takes off and we don't get to figure anything out. The damage had been done. We needed to be able to piece it together and figure it out. That's it. That's all.
Problems should have been sufficed.
And that's another reason I didn't remove the wrench. If I would have removed her wrench, you don't think that would have had her being like, That's also why I told the people that had given her money and thought she was lying, do not act different. If you act different, it's going to set her off and we're never going to get the answers.
And, you know, you've got to hold.
Heads up, there's problems. Don't give anybody money.
Did that.
Guard your wallets. Now we're telling people to guard their credit scores. Whoa, Jesus.
Other people that can talk.
That was a joke. Oh my God, Remy. I think you were the one that made the joke about protect your credit scores.
And decide from there if they want to help.
That's the problem.
Reach out privately. There's no way to track that. There is no way to track who she has reached out to privately.
Shiloh, thank you for being a member for 9 months.
Hold on. Am I missing stuff? What? Jason.
Big hearts absolutely get taken advantage of. You are absolutely right, MJ.
Oh,
yes.
Leo, I think then you said.
And let's not take away. This is not just financial. This is emotional manipulation. People became very close with this person.
With Ma, but it wasn't actually her name. Yes, her name is not her name. That makes sense, Audacity. I was wondering, like, because we loved when you were around and you just wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, I can't handle what's done in DMs, but when I find out what was done in DMs, what I can do is have those victims back. I can have those people's backs and I can handle it the way they want to handle it. That's what I can do. And that's what I did. And I don't regret a single bit of it.
What, bud?
You told me a year ago? Queen Bella, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you're talking. So you knew that there was red flags, and you addressed this with people a year ago? A year ago?
Yep. We all addressed it with each other. We sure did. It was known that there were red flags, but we couldn't prove anything. But also, let's keep in mind, Queen Bella was still cool with her too in this Discord for the following year.
Oh, is that what you're saying here? Was it the Yep situation that caused you to tell people to guard their wallets? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to go full scorched earth, but fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. This is illegal. People need to be filing police reports and supported in doing so. And they are entitled to this. This is real information. We do not have a duty to protect con artists on this app. In real life, anything. This is not, yes, Queen Bella, thank you. Oh my God. So over a year ago, and
no, red flags aren't proof, baby.
He said, sorry to anyone who was scammed by Yep. She got a couple of $100 out of me, but I don't regret giving. That's going to be on her, not me.
Oh, by the way, just a fucking announcement for everybody lurking in the fucking back. I don't have trauma around being scammed. So my reaction today is all just fuck scammers, period, point blank.
Yeah, her reaction today is, oh, let's use my best friend, the victim, to go at Joneson and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Make it seem the way she speaks makes people in her chat think she knows what she's talking about. And so far, she's been wrong about everything.
End of story. But I don't have any trauma to drive on, since usually my trauma is diminished because that's why I behave the way I do. But just to upfront, I don't have trauma around this. So my reaction today is hosted by me, myself, and fuck scammers.
Exactly.
Yeah, same way you hope she keeps the same energy. She doesn't keep the same energy. That's why I'm not fucking liked, because I don't care if I like you or not. If you do something foul and I have an opinion on it, I'm going to speak it. And that's why I have so many people that hate me. I don't mind if you do it to me. If you feel like my opinion's whack as fuck, go live. Do a live on me. If you think something I've done is whack as fuck, go live. Do a live on me. That's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but some people can't handle it. But she don't even keep this energy in this live, Melissa. Like, just like she was saying something about Moon being in my chat, but yet 2 days ago she was caught over in Clue's chat. Bitch. Miss me.
Said, I agree with Zero Jules on this. And I understand it's hard for y'all to take it. Okay. For y'all who are not involved or who haven't known all these
well, you got two right in front of you, bitch. Go handle business. How about you go do your own research on the two you're hanging out with, and go do your research and then address that
situation. I understand it's hard for y'all to know and believe 100% because the details aren't being given.
Yeah.
But I mean, the best I can tell you is it's 100%. This is how things happen. She's not who she says she is. She doesn't go through the things she says she goes through. She's just not this person. She's someone else. And we do have everything we need to be able to. Like, again,
after this live, I'm over it. I'm telling y'all, I will not go live about it again because I have the proof. I have the receipts. The victims have have even more receipts than I have. I have hardly nothing compared to them. But if I want it, I have it. Because there was some dumbass B-stan over there talking about I've got criminal charges coming. Bitch, I got all the proof and the lineup and the timelines be timelining, baby. Ain't nothing I did wrong.
The women weren't ready to.
You have everything. But these people, some of these people aren't even comfortable coming to you. And why?
I don't have everything. And it's not my problem if you're uncomfortable coming to me. So this is her wanting me to drop all Yep's personal info. And I was not willing to do it. I didn't have to. Queen Bella did it. Queen Bella dropped the name that she goes by, which is her real name, Megan Walker. And, you know, at the time, Queen Bella didn't know that Yep went by that name on a public forum. None of us did. None of us but Chasing. And Just For You. Like, those few people that were around back in the OG DC days, they knew that name sounded familiar. So I was upset at first at Queen Bella for dropping her name in that chat because it wasn't something to do until the people, you know, decided if they wanted to go legal or not. It was something we were going to do when we had the talk with the community. But hindsight, I'm kind of glad she did because it was able to connect dots from 3 years ago where she was here doing this same fucking thing.
Approach or have the discussion with her until they had everything they needed. And when they did have the conversation, she admitted to it, and then she's just been gone ever since.
But that's only the chosen few that were allowed to or we're trusting enough of you guys. There's a lot of them on the outside ringers that don't trust you. And when you approach them.
Yeah, it's federal. If you can be proven to have co-conspired, I guess, with this person to scam money, then yeah, it could be, because the amount is it reaches the federal guidelines, the amount that was scammed.
Or when you go to them and say, can you send me all of this stuff? And then you guys do nothing further with it. Are you fucking kidding me?
I've tried to reach out and give her space to tell her side if what they were saying.
I think the only reason I thought that her name didn't need to be dropped until the people could contact law enforcement on their own was because she does have children. And I didn't want, and then also, just so y'all know, FYI, half the information Granny's been dropping around is not the right yep. So y'all are doxing somebody else's criminal record. Good job.
Her space to tell her side, bitch, she needs to be in fucking cuffs.
Shut
that
up.
wasn't true, and she just has never reached back out.
Thank you, BT, for becoming a member.
Exactly.
Cabana.
When you give online, just know that the person asking may not be who they claim they are. It happens all too often.
Two.
Yes, Jason. We do know who she is and who she's not. It's just not details I'm willing to give out. Just because, I mean, the only thing we know her over here on YouTube as is So
no, this is a situation where it's not doxing. This is protecting your communities by putting her information.
Yeah,
out.
he
this
did.
Is one of those lines.
He sure did. He said, I need a criminal attorney. I don't need shit. Again, the timelines be timing. We got all the info that anybody could need to show that I was not a co-conspirator. I had nothing to do with nothing.
Nobody will say it's fucking doxing because she's scamming communities. She's a con artist. These people are entitled to her information because they were conned. So they can file appropriate police reports in their jurisdictions or hers if they so choose.
So it should be any one of you in my chat right now.
Well, hopefully she understands that baseline when she does do her 5-part series, at least better than she understands the baseline here.
In this conversation, it's sketchy, man, and I don't want the whole trauma community to be paranoid, but absolutely you should watch out for things.
Rubber Ramada, I'm pissed today. Megan Walker, Queen Bella, thank you, Queen Bella.
I know, me too, Kate, me too.
The math ain't mathing on this.
It's raining here too, Gavel.
And I was mad when I seen Queen Bella drop that name, because as far as I knew, that was doxing her, and she has children, and I at this time did not know that she was on a public platform under her government name 3 years ago. But after this live, we found out on Chasings.
Do you know that
the math ain't mathing on this? Not at all. Thank you, Queen Bella. I really appreciate you.
Situation is a lot of what the jerks went through with that one person they had that was claiming to be someone that they weren't. No, I didn't want that info. AO said it should be reported, and I thought, well, if you don't know who she is, then that might be hard.
No, you don't get time. You don't get time.
The people who were involved in this know who she is, and they have discussed reporting it. And as of now, their decision has been, I guess, not to for now. Again, this is so fresh, y'all. This is within 2 weeks. I know Cash reported it.
Cash didn't report it.
Yeah,
he's
right.
in another country. He reported it to I think the payment app is what he reported. That's international, depending on what he's going to do. I don't know.
I was gonna say, fuck them kids.
No, I haven't. But no, he reported it to the payment app. I think solely from what I'm gathering. I'm really
there are
frustrated.
police reports that have been
why
made.
is this person being protected?
They're not.
Queen Bella, one more question, or you or anybody else. Does this person have a record? Do we know? Has that been talked about? Does this person have a history of con artist? If you don't know, that's fine too. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Nope. Again, the records y'all have been doxing are not right.
But I appreciate you being honest.
But y'all know everything. Y'all know everything. You got this, girl. You got this.
Very much so.
This has happened within 2 weeks. So people are still kind of like, right now, people are paranoid. They're watching all over YouTube to see if there's somebody that shows up like she would,
Me too, Deets. Because Cash knew.
Grain, are you saying yes to that?
Cash knew.
Oh my God. Lolita was, not, it might have been Lady CG. Shit. No, I think it was Lolita. Hold on.
All right. So she's got a record. All right.
She does have a record.
Oh my God, Queen Bella. Oh my God.
But not the one you guys put out. Queen Bella said, I got close to her the last few months because I thought she wasn't scamming us too, since she was still in there and not asking for money. So that's okay that Queen Bella felt that way, but not okay that the rest of us felt that way. Because we did. We thought we were wrong until the beautiful, glorious angel fell in our lap with the receipts we needed.
I'm going to be fucking sick for all of you.
Now listen, you little heavenly angel, don't you be out there getting a big head that I'm talking about how angelic you are. I know you hear me. Don't you be getting no big head, bitch.
I'm really sorry to every one of you that has been scammed by this person.
Welcome, KCG.
I'm really sorry. It's not your guys' fault,
baby.
but I am absolutely stunned how this is being fucking jacked around. And like, I'm sorry, but I expect more out of you two.
It is ballsy.
You three, whoever the fuck is all involved in this, I expect more out of you guys. Come on now.
That's what you don't get. We weren't involved in this. We were involved in helping them put the pieces together once they had all the pieces, and they kind of kept us updated, but outside of that we weren't involved. They were handling it the way they felt they needed to. All they wanted was a little time to figure out if they wanted to take this legal or not, and y'all wouldn't let it fucking happen. No, I'm not even going to say y'all. You wouldn't let it happen. Yeah, Nunya. Us three.
Here comes the paranoia. Uh-oh.
Yeah, everybody who got scammed except me. And I did. I told y'all, I feel like I'm more of a victim of the emotional side of it. Because for a while there, I thought I was wrong. And I thought that this is just somebody that needed, some attention and some love. And I got kind of close to Yep. I did. So when I found this out, my fucking heart broke. But then again, because there were things we were questioning at the beginning in terms of her lying, it did not shock me. It didn't. But it hurt. It hurt to my core.
Nunya, don't do that to me.
Yep. Yeah, Nunya. It's not about the scam at all. It's about us. Fuck out of here. Be honest for once in your life. My goodness. She's a joke at this point. She's lost. She's all up in her conspiratorial mindset. And listen, I like some conspiracy theories, but not all. And I do see Grandma over here. She put Maura Walker because Maura Walker is not her government name. The name that Bella put out is her government name. Maura Walker is the name she would give if she requested FOIAs or if she would send you an email. She would sign it Maura. Maura. Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh my God.
I don't feel like a victim either. Technically, though, Deets, we are victims, technically. But I don't feel like a victim either, other than the emotional side of it. Like I said, there wasn't a day that went by that this girl did not send me some kind of like, I hope you have a great day. You're a good soul. Like she seemed to, I felt like I loved her as a friend, like she loved me as a friend. And it's just, I told y'all that though. You remember we had this conversation.
Jason, it just sucks. It sucks so bad. What? Are y'all doing this to me on purpose? Jesus Christ.
We got to get through this.
Yeah, I'm willing to hear from Yep if she's here and she wants to jump up.
Now, this is when we had a random name pop up in the chat that we had never seen before. It was an alt account. And because of our paranoia, we thought that this alt account was Yep. And as soon as they were addressed as being Yep, they stopped talking. So that made us really think it was Yep. Is it? We still don't know.
Because it's still such a intense and sensitive situation. Like, this isn't a me thing. This is a other people thing. Y'all got me tripping out, bruh.
I did, Deetsy.
Oh,
we talked about all kinds of shit.
See if you found one.
Me and Yep talked about all kinds of shit in DMs. I sent her money for FOIAs, for the Wade Wilson calls. I sent her money. I've sent her food. Like me and dad and mom have donated towards her health costs.
No, with more than one life, yeah, I know, AP. True blocked AF. Oh, see, this is exactly what I mean. Yeah. Oh my God, if you're in here yet, you can absolutely come up and talk to me. I reached out to get your side of things. I tried not to have to do this live.
So they assume Yep is in the live stream that she was doing yesterday. So that's what's going on, is they're assuming that she's under an account in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the name on the CashApp photos that Cash posted chasing. Mara was the name on that too.
Yeah, that happened a couple of days before. Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, Joneson. I don't give a fuck.
Whoa, bitch. Settle down. You need a nappy nap, a joint, and some dick in your life. Lord. All because I said, like, what the fuck? I was talking to Queen Bella. Like, what the fuck are you doing putting her government name in here? It wasn't time. Just because they're putting the pressure on, don't mean it was time. It wasn't. There were legal things. There were safety concerns. Again, for someone who lives there in the same town, knows her family. So I said, what the fuck are you doing dropping her government name while she's got kids under her roof?
Joneson, she conned a bunch of people. That is on her. It is not our responsibility to protect her children. She should have done that before she fucking conned people. Why are you?
Fuck them kids. Why? Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
Protecting a fucking scammer. Bitch, you fucking whine about everything else and fucking crybaby, and you're protecting a scammer?
I'm a crybaby? I'm a crybaby? I've cried once on here. Oh, no, I cried twice because my chickens. I got too close to my chickens. So I have an opinion on things that I can prove. So I need to also keep that same energy and have an opinion on things I couldn't prove. Okay, bitch, sit down.
Fuck out
of
here.
Down, as Laura would say.
You guys fucking knew for a goddamn year there was something wrong with this person.
No, we didn't. Look at you going the fuck off for something you don't even know. You look like a whole fool, bitch.
Protected her. Shame on you.
Shame on you, bitch. Shame on you.
You fucking protected her from your own father. Shame.
What? I know this skank bitch did not bring my daddy up. I know she didn't. You don't think if I knew she was scamming, I wouldn't have told my own father and mother? You really think that, bitch? Something's wrong with you. You need to fucking log off, whore.
Shame on you.
Log the fuck off.
She don't have a fucking right.
Get a fucking grip, bitch.
To be protected. Her kids are not our fucking responsibility. And the fact that you're willing to protect a scammer and try to use her children,
say I was protecting a scammer from my own fucking father. You've crossed the fucking line, bitch.
Fucking Brittany J now. Carry on.
You sound like Brittany J. By the way, Brittany J, you're welcome for your day and a half off. I hope you relished in it, because, girl, she'll be right back on that ass in no time. Whoo, I'm fucking lit about her saying that. Oh, my God. I didn't even hear this part. I didn't even go this far into the live. The first little bit I heard was bad enough.
What in the world is happening?
She's making me come undone, girl. I'm coming undone.
Hang on, I gotta put you here on my car. Let me put you.
Nonsense. I don't bring your daughter up. Don't bring my father up. I don't bring your husband up. don't bring my father up. How about that, bitch?
Is this just a case of not comprehending, not listening? Like, I know that there are people who are saying, "Oh, we didn't understand." Like you said, clear as day. A year ago, we suspected her of lying, and then the end of February, it was brought to you and others by the people that she scammed, by her victims, that they had found out the truth and that she had lied about things. Then she admitted to lying about the illnesses. She never admitted to being a scammer. She lied about the illnesses. That's scamming. She took money under false pretenses, like a lot of content creators in this community. So she probably got the idea, oh, why not? All these people are doing it. But I digress. This isn't hard. And she's making it sound like you literally protected this individual against, and let your own family get scammed. Are you kidding me? Why are you not using your brain? Are you even listening to what you're reviewing at this moment? Nonsense.
No.
This is wild.
That's what I said, Deets. How can you have me playing on your screen and still get it so wrong?
Sorry if there's a creepy voice coming through. I think it's going through my car.
It just sounds like a bullfrog every now. It's kind of like a boogie jam. You know that beat from disco era, that boogie sound, that don't. Well, that's what it sounds like.
It's probably the road. I don't know. But this,
I couldn't believe it. I cannot believe I just heard her say that. Bitch.
What the heck? Like, and to hear her go off on you like that, like, I'm with Bella though. Listen, you can disagree with your friends. I disagree with Jones, and I say, all the bullshit that Yep did, throw her under the bus, throw her under the jail. Put all her shit out there on blast. And I wanted to. I was like, put it out there and let it go. Expose the shit out of this, because she is a conning, scamming piece of shit. And then I listened to the victims, and I listened to all the information Yep has on them. And I listened to the one who connected those dots for those victims, not for me, not for some inside secret group that you think is me, Nunya, and Jones, and that's not it. But for that group of friends that figured this out together and found that missing piece that linked it all together for them, I heard their stories and what they needed to protect and what they needed to put into place and how they needed to go to the authorities. And it was theirs to handle. Like, it wasn't I don't know what was told to her. I heard you said at the beginning of this live, pay attention to this part. She knows everything and she's gonna, go with it all. Yet it sounds like you watched Cash's videos and his community post. I don't know what you heard from the people that came to you, but they would have had all of this information if they were victims of her. So why didn't you get it from them? Or did they really come to you? Did they really come to you? And here's the thing. There's no proof of any of this shit out there. You're taking Cash and Jones's word that Yep was a scammer. Everybody is. And I'm glad you are, because she is. She did. She lied about having cancer. She lied about her lung situation. And she took money under those pretenses. That is the definition of a scam. But the core of it, there's no proof out there of any of that shit either.
No. I mean, I could put the proof out here, but the victims don't want that right now.
And I'm glad that nobody has that respect for them, and that's the whole point. It's respect for them, but she's twisting it into like you're protecting Yep.
Yeah.
No, fuck Megan. She's a scammer who not only took people's money under false pretenses, she emotionally manipulated the hell out of them. It's a lot deeper than you just wanting that damn name or this personal beef or whatever this is. Because this isn't a debunking. This isn't an expose. This is you losing your damn mind over something you don't know anything about. And when I say that, like, it's not like I know anything about it. I'm not in that core group that knew all the ins and outs. Yeah, after it was brought, we looked into things because that's what you do. You verify.
But that's why we're where we're at, Deets,
Jeez
because she
Louise,
thinks
this is
she knows the
wild.
details and she's missing all of the details. She has no idea. She
Yeah,
has
and
no
that,
idea what people were dealing with in the background.
yeah, literally literally maneuvering things to be protected. And I can't even, I can't say it more than that because it's
Then you'd
not
be
fair of
out in
me
it.
to do so. Yeah, it's not fair of
Right.
me to do so. But not just like, ooh, gotta call the cops and make a police report. No, it was a lot deeper than that, what this person had needed to do. A lot. Get the fuck out of here. This is
She had to put
wild.
up safety measures, period.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. And it took a minute because some things don't happen at YouTube speed. This is some weird parasocial relationships happening here when those people that were deeply victimized and affected by this and scammed for good sums of money had to handle it in real life, not on YouTube time, real life. And sometimes that takes longer than a YouTube day. You know, it takes
Yeah.
it a bit longer than that to get things in order. Like, you guys are so wrapped, not you guys, but so many people are wrapped up in this online world that y'all have created that you forgot that real life is a bit different. You know, going to the police and getting things done, or going to a lawyer, or contacting this person or that person to make sure safeguards are in place takes a bit longer than a YouTube live stream.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's why I said, like, if you really look at it, take the stuff from a year ago out of it, because all we thought she was doing was lying. And did she lie to get money? It seemed like it, but we weren't sure and we could not prove it. So take the stuff from a year ago away from it and look at it for what it is. We finally got the proof 2 weeks ago. As soon as she was confronted, Cash was made aware the very next day. But because we didn't go live and immediately call this bitch out, we're the problem. I'm the problem. Whatever.
I just wonder, like, how so many others do their exposés. Like, a couple of the ones that I've done, it's taken me weeks to gather all the information. This information was dropped in your lap one night, and you're expected to go live the very next day, putting it all out there without verifying it?
Yeah, hell no. I got to verify all of it.
How's
Or not even me.
how's that gonna
Hell,
work?
you and Nunya verified most of it, you know? Like, and that's how we know that they're putting
It
the wrong
takes time to look
information out.
stuff up. Yeah, because sometimes when you just pull up a person, you know, you can plop in now that it's out there, you know, we can pop in the name Megan Walker and a people finder search, but that's going to bring up different things. You have to go
Yep.
through, you know, the proper channels to make sure that you actually have the right person and not somebody else.
You
And it
got the
takes a
name right,
minute.
but
Like,
the other info is
it's
not all
mind blowing
correct.
how quick they wanted. Yeah, they wanted you to put this out like right then and there with what? Like go live and run with like without having all the facts? And you did. You ended up doing that. You ended up going live before you were ready, before you had everything lined out because it was, you know, you said it was requested nicely. I didn't know. I didn't hear how it was requested, so I don't know if that's true or not. But
You're kind of
you
mute,
know, you didn't
muffled.
have all.
Are you in the butthole?
You didn't.
There you go.
I don't know where I am. I'm on an island, or I'm on Marco Island now, so it's the signal. I don't know why I only have like 5G E. What the heck, Florida? Get it together. But you didn't even have it all laid out because you didn't have time to do so yet. Like we're
No,
talking
that's
a
why I
matter of
said
days.
I fucking addressed it because she asked
Crazy.
respectfully. And I said, well, since I don't have everything queued up, I will address it and give a basic synopsis on what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's all. That's all you can do. But man,
Well,
this is like a full ass meltdown. I don't get it. I don't get it.
me either. Me either.
It
You
doesn't
gonna
make
stay
sense.
up here?
Yeah, I
Or
will
you
for a
jumping
second.
down? Okay.
I'll stay up for a second.
Like,
Fucking ignorant bitches.
oh,
Fucking protecting the scammer.
I know, right, Senator?
oh,
We're ignorant bitches.
we're ignorant bitches. It's not
'Cause I
just me
know-
now. It's y'all too.
I know
again.
you. I know you sure as fuck aren't talking about the victims, right? So,
I don't.
so you're talking.
I don't
Okay.
is she
All
talking
right.
about the victims or us? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Wanting to protect a scammer. Oh.
I know who I think the
Oh my
ignorant bitch
God.
is.
I'm breathing, Glenn. I'm
Dang.
breathing.
Yeah, what about all the people she's got the addresses
Is
of?
this my
What
mom?
about all
Am I
the
up?
people
Exactly. That's what I was considering, dummy. But I was also considering the one that lives there.
telling to protect their
Are
kids?
you Yep?
What
Oh
about
my God.
their
Yep. Could
kids?
be anybody. You didn't?
You might get to see me hot today because
Oh my God. Hashtag cult. Probably so perfectly, considering I feel like everything I've ever had a conversation with her about was a lie.
Like, seriously, look, this whoopsie made an oopsie. Are you related to the scammer in real life, Joneson? Otherwise, why would you not want them exposed? Like, this is what she put out to her community.
To the
Them
to
all like,
everybody, yeah.
what the fuck?
And it sucks to feel that way. Come on to the front. Yep. Come on, baby. Let's have a conversation.
God.
I don't know.
Brantley.
I'm still confused.
Thank you, Brantley. Look here, Joneson. I'm riding with you and all my Discord girls until the wheels fall off. I still got love for everyone, though. Just don't be a mean girl. That's it. That's it. That's all. Thank you for that, Brantley.
Let me check this one. Nunya, can you put not?
I am fucking stunned that you have the balls to come in here and care about her
Can somebody
children.
put it?
That don't matter, Allie.
Well, what the fuck?
Say
Shut
it
up,
again
nonsense.
louder, Allie. That's exactly right. Those women were
Wow.
begging you not to.
Yeah.
And that's
Begging you
all I
not
was trying to
deal
tell
with it.
her. With this live stream that she's reviewing, that's what I was trying to get them to understand. That there are more
Damned if you
people
do
I
and
have to
damned if you
consider.
don't.
Yeah.
This wasn't about YouTube fodder. That was those women's real lives, and I say them and Cassius. So those people's real lives, because it was on a much deeper level than me donating a couple $100 through various things that she had asked for. That's why I said I don't feel like a victim. When I give, because I feel like I'm led to, and then once it's left my hands, it's off of my heart. It's out of my hands. But there were some that were deeply connected to her,
Yeah.
and in real and actual real life, like in the same actual community, not a YouTube community. But she wanted you to bring this out here like YouTube fodder, and it wasn't
Yeah.
about that. And I can't believe that she won't look past that. That she won't look past that you were doing what was right by those who uncovered it, those who unearthed it, and those that were victimized the most by it. Instead, she wants to scream you were protecting Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck Yep.
Look, these comments in her chat are just fucking awful. I can't even watch them because they're all coming from me. It's so
We see you,
weird.
girl.
Yeah, we see you.
We see you,
We
bitch.
see you guys.
I don't because
We see you, bitch.
Why does she keep saying you guys?
Because it's me, you, and Nunya.
Jeez Louise. Heaven forbid anybody have friends on here.
admitted it, but then she still claimed, I'm still no, this didn't happen, but I am still very sick. No,
Oh yeah, she admitted it. She admitted to being. I can't.
no, I didn't have a lobectomy, but I am still very sick. No, I don't have cancer, but I am still very sick.
I fucking can't.
Right there. Right there, nonsense. You hear what she admitted? She didn't admit she was a scammer. She didn't admit she was a con artist. She didn't admit to that. She admitted she didn't have a lumpectomy, and she didn't have cancer. That's what made her a scammer, because, well, you took money under those pretenses. And then it throws into question, what else did you lie about?
Yep.
And then somebody connected those dots for those victims. It wasn't Deets Jones and her not yet.
It's crazy. One shot said, Jones and some people will never accept things. The people that matter know you did what you and the victims thought was best at the time. Take a heart that most know it wasn't hidden for a year. Thank you, One Shot. I appreciate that so much. And you're right. I mean, that's That's why I said this is the last time I'm going to address it unless it's me coming out with the details. I'm not going to address this anymore. Sin said, I'm so effing late. Can I get a George clip when you get a minute, please? Absolutely. I'll play that for you right now. Thank you so much, baby. Let me find it. Where's it at? George! Twerk that thing.
Twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk that ass. Move that ass. Let the right go work that ass. Twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk that ass. Come on.
Thank you so much, babe. I'm just going to let a little more of this play, and then I'm going to go to the next one because it's only a couple of minutes.
The next one? How many lives have been done about this?
2. And this is my second one.
Jeez, please.
I mean, yeah, the link is here. If you want to, stand up for yourself, everybody has that right. That's my opinion. She does. Hey, Mama Gladiator.
This is fucking crazy.
And y'all know I don't handle these kinds of situations. Like, I can clap back at a bitch quick, but these, like, sensitive, serious situations, I'm not good at.
That's what I said, Sarah. That's what I said. I know she's got a hard on for you and y'all are fighting, but that's because she says that in this live that she knew that the chick was a scammer.
She came from a group of, or she came from those people over there, knew that she was bad news. Well, boy, you sure could have filled the rest of us in.
Yeah, that would have been nice. We wouldn't even been here, would we?
Criminal situations, con artist situations. If you're big enough of a girl, an adult, to have a Discord where this is being fostered and you have an entire room for people to go for help, then you should absolutely be big enough and adult enough to address this. I am fucking stunned and disappointed, which doesn't matter because I don't fuck with you guys, never have. But what?
There she goes again.
Bullshit, you've never fucked with us. Are you kidding? When did this happen?
I've never known nonsense to lie so much, but she does. She absolutely does.
What?
And it's
what the
alarming.
heck? You've never fucked with us. Okay. All right.
Which me and her have never had like any private convos. I mean, there's no
never
love.
had beef with nonsense.
There's no love lost between me and nonsense. I'll put it that way. I've always known she was a sanctimonious cunt, but I didn't know that she was a lying sanctimonious cunt. So there's that.
What the fuck?
It does, Zen, and it does. It takes away from people being willing to help others that may actually need it. Like every year we usually do something in the Discord for people that need it, but this year we didn't, and this is kind of why,
Chasing over here on the side, maybe Johnson can take a link and y'all can discuss this. I think a lot is being left out. You're absolutely right, Chasen. A lot was left out on purpose. On purpose.
Because you don't want to give an open space.
Chasey and I have, I'll be honest, nothing against you, but I have zero respect for Joneson or any of this crew.
Look.
Any of it. They've been collecting.
What does Yep have on you, Joneson? She ain't got shit on me. But that's the things these people were saying in the chat. Let's see.
Information on this, gathering receipts and stuff, and then she has the audacity to come in here and say, you could be putting her kids in danger.
You
what about all the
could.
people she conned that you protected her from? I have nothing more to say to her. Nothing more.
Again, for the second Christmas in a row, open space for someone to come in and scam and give their sad stories that aren't true, and you are subjected to it. So we just didn't do it this Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, the crew. Yes, I heard her just mention that again, the crew.
I missed what she said, but the last thing I heard was you comment about Chasing's comment about I think a lot is being left out. I thought Joneson did a pretty good job of explaining why to protect those victims in her first one, but also it's not that a lot was being left out. It's that just listening to you review this live stream, a lot was being fucking twisted. A lot was being twisted and misunderstood.
Yeah, I didn't know it was this bad the other day. If I would have known it was this bad the other day, I would have went ahead and addressed all this. But she was live at the time, and I didn't want to stream snipe her because I ain't trying to be disrespectful like that to her in the moment, but if I would have known, I would have addressed it. Hey, Nunya.
Yeah, that's a lot of twisting happening. That's weird.
Good morning. Good
Good morning.
afternoon. I just popped up to address two things really quickly. So I've got my calm voice on today because I feel like this stream has more than enough anger for
I know,
everybody
I'm
for today.
sorry.
Well,
Let me reel it in.
it's some fake anger, but yeah,
I mean, it's something. It's
fake
something.
outrage.
I yeah, yeah, the
Jesus.
level of anger in this is just astounding to me. Like I feel like you really got to take some time to process your emotions, but hey, everybody doesn't do that, so to each their own. But I do want to address the you guys, you three. So earlier on, right now, she's like, I never fucked with them. Like I never respected them, right? But earlier on, she said, I always thought the three of you were better than this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which is that's what I said. She
I
talks
told
out of
y'all
both
she
sides of
Well,
contradicts
her
is
herself
it?
mouth.
Well,
constantly.
really, the reason why you're upset, I mean, let's just be real here, okay? And I there's parts of it I do understand. You're upset because two people that you care a lot about were scammed, conned, uh,
Absolutely.
legally ramificationed, whatever you wanted, whatever label, hustled, whatever label you want to put on that. It happened to two of the people who you care a lot about. We get it. But please take the time to consider it happened to 21 of the people who we feel that same
23
way
now.
about. Okay, 23, whatever. The number goes up day after day. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to discount anybody who may be added to the list at some point, but the number goes up, right? So you wanted us to come out with no receipts, but she's all about facts. She's all about, I got the receipts. We don't speak. We don't put out misinformation. We don't put out disinformation. You wanted us to come out with no receipts at that point in time
Didn't have any of
and
those for
just
this
give
live
a
stream that I
warning to the
heard anyway.
community.
But go ahead.
Hey, everybody, just so you know, we think that this yet may be or may not be Megan Walker. We think she may or may not be scamming people. We think she may or may not be. Yeah, because that's not fucking dangerous to do when you don't have the fucking facts or receipts for shit.
How dangerous would it be, hypothetically, to come out and accuse someone of lying of a lumpectomy and tell the whole internet, the whole world that this person didn't have a lumpectomy, didn't have cancer, and you have absolutely zero proof of that.
Yeah, and they collected money under the guise of having this cancer and a lobectomy, and we don't think it was true. Yeah, that would have gone over really, really well. Really, really well. I'm sure of it. So again, as much as care, and I think that for me, I said it earlier, I have two regrets in this situation, this particular situation. One of them, though, is not bringing this to YouTube when I had suspicions. I'll stand on that shit till the day I die. I'll stand on the details of shit did not need to be put out. To this moment,
Well, let me
I'll
add
die
this
on that
because I
hill
feel like you
because it is
have to.
not. She says it's a story that we should tell. No, it's fucking not. It's the
Let me.
story for anybody who was victimized in their fucking
Yeah.
DMs, not in the Discord. They weren't victimized in the
Yes.
Discord. She didn't take them for hella money in the Discord. She took them in the DMs. She went private with it, which is part of the problem, which is
She
actually
built
part of the
personal
delay too.
relationships.
Because now you have to have people start to question it and then start talking to each other. And the more people start talking, you start putting pieces together, and then you go from there. Now, I'm sure Nonsense talked about the gal who she exposed years ago on Facebook for her cancer scamming. But did Nonsense just go live the second that she suspected something and tell the whole
No.
world about it? No,
She
she
gathered
fucking
information.
gathered her information. She gathered her receipts and she put it out there for people to decide or to see for themselves.
So why am I not allowed to do the same?
Well, you're not allowed because let's be honest. As much as you
Because you're
say
a
you
part of the
don't fuck with
mafia,
us, as
apparently.
much as you say
Jeez.
you're upset that you got called out and that we didn't like the content that you were doing of bashing somebody over and over and over again in the name of a missing person.
Of a child,
That's
yeah.
why the problem, that's the whole reason why it's the three of you. It's the they chose this selected group. The three of them did this because your issue is with the three of us. It's not actually with the scam. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe she's upset about the scam 100%, but not as angry as she is at the three of us. And
Right.
honestly, to that I say, you could sit and spin on it. I don't give a fuck about that. Because to me, the scam is actually trumped by the victims for me.
Same.
They are who matters. The fact that this has continued to go on, and Jones will tell you the second that I found out this live was happening today, I was like, what the fuck, Jones, and why? Why?
Same.
I went in the
Yeah.
Discord and Nunya said, they was all in a voice chat this morning. I went in and Nunya said, Joneson, I backed out.
She left the
Your
voice chat.
your
She didn't want to
evil
hear it.
Discord that I haven't been in 2 weeks. I hop in and took y'all seashelling. It's such an evil place over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
and
went
I
stop
love
seashelling
saying,
this
you know
FaceTime.
morning.
what? The unfortunate part is she is acting like
Mm.
you have fostered an environment for scammers to come in and scam your people. You know what
Yeah.
else? While that may be true in the sense of a scammer got in, you know
Yeah.
what else it has fostered? It has actually fostered an environment with people who truly needed help, because we're talking one of multiple people who have been helped over the or done something for over the past 2-3 years, whatever it is, 2 years, I think. But we're talking you have fostered, what we've actually fostered is a group of people who care so deeply about each other that they don't want to see each other hurting in a financial way. They want to be there for each other in an emotional way. That's what's actually was fostered. Now, did this fake ass, phony ass, lying ass, conning ass, scam ass person happen to infiltrate that community? Absolutely. Nobody is denying that. But if we're going to talk about what's been fostered in the Discord, we're going to talk
Love.
about some real relationships and connections that have been fostered. Don't fucking come for us if we haven't sent for you.
Tell them. Tell them. Yes, honey. It's insane. And it's I mean, the next live, we can just skip on over to it. This one had an issue with because she ain't being clear who she's speaking of.
Rock Mel. Yeah. Classic. I enjoy it. I really. Hey, Janice in accounting. Hey, some funny shit. Hey, Chris. Ever. Music City. After this, I might be able to give you the other stuff. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Freeside. They pay for us to take them. So fucking behind. But I've been finishing a lot of stuff that was. Yeah, YouTube's still standing. This app still exists, but for some reason, I'm getting a lot of credit for something that. It's funny to me. Okay, let's just get into this shit. Hey, Sunny Cat. Hey, Criminal Med, Lavender. I know, Bree. I know. Up to good. Well, a lot of them are still just over there, still on the homeschool grind. Do you guys take a spring break, Starlight? The app is it really? It was actually in one way, shape, or form, because although it's being said that the expected more, so I didn't do my due diligence and listen.
Okay, here we go.
So let me be very transparent about this whole fucking situation, because there's just been so many things lobbied out here. Yesterday when I went into pretty cool that they opened up a conversation, but I didn't do my due diligence and listen to the live stream previously.
I can respect that.
Skirted around it was. I had heard it was skirted around, but I expected more. So I was really reacting raw. 100%, no fucks given. I am not going to feel apologetic in one way, shape, or form, because although it's being said,
you should feel apologetic.
No, she shouldn't. I don't want an apology from her. I doubt you
No,
two want an apology
not
from
like
her.
that.
But
I don't
yeah, I
mean
guess
like
towards
that.
the victims for sure, because you made a mockery out of their situation. That's a damn fact.
Like, I think you should apologize for putting out this misinformation and disinformation. I do.
Well, I think you literally just hear her say, I didn't watch it for myself.
Yep.
Other people told me something. And so then when I went and watched it, you got a raw reaction, right?
Yep.
But what happens
Nonsense.
when you do that? When you do that, though, again, when the people she calls out open their mouth and they say, somebody told me this, does she not call it out for them to go watch it them fucking selves?
Yep.
I have heard her with my own 2 ears call out tragedy pimps for not doing their due diligence to go and listen to it themselves, for them giving a raw, real reaction to a whatever, an interview or whatever it is they're commentating on, even her own shit. Tell them to go do their research, go listen to it. Why didn't you? Why didn't you listen to what you were listening to?
Right. That's what I said. It's up on, like, she's currently playing the video, not hearing it, not understanding it, not
She was too far in her
comprehending.
feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why. Because when you're in your feelings and all up in your emotions, you can't hear shit that's said. It's like arguing, with the spouse and you believe that you're right. You can't hear shit that they're saying to even give you perspective in the moment.
I agree.
So it's no different. She was all up in her feelings and she felt some type of way about the overall situation, but not the victims. Only 2 victims mattered to her. And again, she has
They
every
all
right to
matter.
only give a fuck about 2 of the victims. That's okay for her.
Yeah.
But if some of us give a care about all of them, then we're just not the same.
Period.
That the only reason I give a fuck about Cash is because supposedly Cash gives money to Mackenzie, who then gives money to me, or Cash gives money to me. Cash has never given money to me. Ever. Has Cash sent Kenzie things in the past? Absolutely.
I've never heard anything about this. I've never said anything about this. I don't know who she's referring to.
Yeah, I did not see this in your chat the other day at all. And I absolutely have not heard anybody in this chat or on this panel say that shit over here. But again, I know there were other streams about it, so maybe it happened in there. I have seen people today mentioning it in the chat, and I have been correcting it that even if that's the case, it still is none of our business. And like tying that you're doing the same conspiracy, they, them, we group shit that she's doing, and it's not right.
It's not right.
That's a conspiratorial mindset.
But we're the HOA and we're hated for it. That's what they keep saying. The HOA,
we're
the HOA.
not. And that's the thing, nonsense. Sit there and say that you don't fuck with us. You knew that whole HOA thing was a joke too back
Oh
when
wait,
it
she
happened.
speaks on that. She speaks on that.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God. But she got it. She knew it was a joke. She knew it was just funny satire. So why switch that narrative now?
Because we were taking strikes at people. We were taking digs at people.
Who? People we like?
Back when we were in Utah, yep, he'd send her $25, go get something to drink for you. Do this. Yep, absolutely. But it's not like what people are making it out to be. And that is, Cash is like Kenzie's biggest cheerleader. So to try and diminish their relationship, to try and come at me, yeah, you guys can all get fucked. Straight up fucked. Cash is not a money source for any of us like that. Cash is a genuine good human that's been a part of our...
Well, she's not talking about us.
I know. She's talking I know, but here's the thing. She throws this in there. It's probably like 1 or 2 comments somewhere. I've heard she's a big comment reader of other people's chats. No, I don't know that for a fact. No, I'm not going to do my damn homework because I don't care. But I heard you went at Earth for some shit somebody said in her chat. It was just weird. Like, why are you watching that chat? But anyway, so maybe a couple people commented on this, and now, but you're just throwing it out there like these people are coming at me for this or that, and blah, blah, correct it. You're lumping everyone together. It makes it sound like some of us have said this about you. I have no clue, and I don't care to know about your daughter and Cash's personal relationship or yours and Cash's personal relationship. It's not important to the context of being a scammer or any of that. So I don't know why it's being thrown in there except maybe emotional manipulation. But
I mean, I don't know.
Stop lumping everyone together. You'll put a name
don't
on
lump me with that.
everybody. You'll put a name on everybody except for a select few. It's really fucking weird.
Our lives that I'm one of 2 people that has access to my children through this app or off this app. One of 2. Am and Cash are the only 2 that I've ever trusted that have direct contact with Kenzie. And it's not because I don't trust a lot of the other people. They just don't need to. They've never asked to talk to sis. Cash and Am are the only 2 that have access to Kenzie. And I guard my child with my life, obviously. So I would trust a lot of these women. Smiles, Miss Leah, Pika, Chico, Revival. The list goes on with Kenzie. 100%. But it's something that is very, very... Kenzie used to have a makeup channel, and Cash was her mod. And Cash absolutely was her biggest support. And it's not just when she was doing makeup and shit like that. When she has a rough day,
1000%. I agree
he
with
reaches
that.
out. He cares. And I'm not going to ever apologize for me caring about a friend and knowing that a friend was going through a lot, has been going through a lot of shit. And
Okay.
was scammed. And it was
And I don't expect
for a
her
long
to.
fucking
And
time. Thank God somebody finally told him. I'm so
I'm
appreciative of that
glad
person.
she's
But
standing up for
that's it.
this. But here's the thing. I don't know all the victims. I don't, but a handful of them I do know very, decently well. Consider them friends. Care deeply for them and their lives and their children. Why would it be wrong for Jones to protect those children? She knows all of them. She's close with most of them. Cares deeply for their children. But it was wrong of her to protect their children, but it's okay for you to protect all of your, close loved ones' kids. It just doesn't make sense. You not hear the hypocrisy coming out of your own damn mouth. That's all Johnson was doing, was protecting those that came to her and said, listen,
Well, and then
we
she
have
is
definitive proof
again.
that we were scammed on a long con. Here it is. But we need you to keep it under wraps till we gather everything together, till we take the appropriate measures, because our personal information is had, our family's information is had. This affects this one on a much deeper level because of X, Y, and Z. That's wrong, but yours is okay. How?
Well, she also says in there, and sometime later Cash was known. I want it to be known. I did go look up the dates. So the call happened on the night, on Pacific Standard Time, nighttime, on February 24th, the night of the 24th. I believe Cash was notified, if not that same night, then the next day on the 25th. So it was not like there was this confirmation had, we knew it for a fact, we had receipts of it, and then Cash didn't know till a long time later. No, like he was made aware very soon after. And if you need to know the date, we can let you know that date too, nonsense. But I'm sure he can let you know the date himself.
For to let you know her name.
So you're working on, like, you're working on this, like, it's almost like somebody came to you and they've told you this story and you got so hurt by it for them and so emotional for them that your mind has taken some of those details, put 20s on it, and you really ended up with nothing. So you continue to push this misinformation, this disinformation out there, but to do what? Then really it's not really about the victims who have been impacted. I still question why your anger is completely directed at mostly Joneson and then the others, the three, right? Those three in air quotes. But it's not really, why don't you seem that angry at Yep?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you angry
It's
for Cash
misplaced.
because of what Yep has done? Because some of the people involved in this, they weren't financially manipulated. They were emotionally manipulated on such a great level that you can't even imagine, right? And I get people are like, oh my God, how could you let yourself get to that? Because some people have big hearts and they fucking trust and they fucking love people. That's how.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that that's a terrible thing. They should protect themselves. They've learned a very fucked up and hard lesson.
Yeah.
But what they choose to do from here on out, whether it be filing police reports, whether it be putting information out that they have or showing receipts, it is 1000% on them to make those decisions.
Yeah.
That's it, and that's all.
Which is why we didn't say anything about Cash going ahead and making his posts and making his videos. Like he had every right. But we still have to worry about these others that we know.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, if he wants to put out his receipts, 1000% he can. That's not like, nobody is mad about that. Nobody is angry about that. Like, that's not that's not an issue at all. I don't know how many times that can be said, but I really wish that like she could take a step back for a second, dial back the emotions. I mean, she's out here screaming that everybody needs to like call the cops, file charges,
Yeah.
against Yep. But did you have that conversation with Cash? Like,
Right.
are you yelling that at Miss Leah? Like, that's my thing is those are two of your friends who appear, from what you're saying, appear to have been so deeply affected by this. And I don't doubt that. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I doubt that at all. What I'm saying though is like you're screaming what other people should do, but you can't make them do anything. It's like a person who has been I don't know, victimized in some way. Add whatever crime you want to it, right? And you're like, fuck that. You need to go to the police and tell them what happened to you. What? Like, calm down. Calm down.
That's what
Did
I'm
you hear
saying.
my
Take a
throat
beat.
burp?
No, I
No.
didn't.
Okay, good.
Take a breather because some of these things take a little bit of time. You should know that, covering all the true crime and court cases that are happening right now. Like, it takes a hot minute to get things done in the judicial system. It does not happen in the span of a day or two.
Yeah.
Wild.
Of course, it's personal for me. It's somebody I care about. I'm not going to apologize today, tomorrow, or any other day for caring about people
Good.
beyond this little app.
No, and you shouldn't.
She don't ever apologize for what she fucks up. That's what I have found recently. But okay, go ahead.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to apologize for being protective of my people. I fire up a live stream and defend if people have, when they were going real life on Duchess, I fired up a live stream.
Same.
Chico, there's been allegations swung at so many of my people that I've came out defending. I will always be that way. It's just who I am. When I care about somebody, this is who I am. And some of these people I genuinely care a lot about, and they are part of my family. Kyle and I were talking about it last night. Kyle's known. As soon as I knew that this was going on, Kyle knew, of course. And I said to him, I said, it's really bothering me. And he said, of course it is. He's like, this is somebody that we care about a lot about. And I said, yeah. But to try and now diminish it because Cash sends money or anything, like, no, it's not even to that degree. I had to even ask. I couldn't remember the last time. And it's always like what him and Kenzie, their relationship is their relationship, and it's incredible. And you will never discount me protecting him.
Exactly. You know what? Exactly, Zero Jules. I'm caring and trying to protect the ones that I'm close to. She's doing the same, but I'm the one being condemned for it.
You're the bad guy.
Yeah, because I didn't do it how she thought I should have. That's what I mean. She wants to take the reins. She wants to act like she knows what she's talking about in this situation, and she just doesn't.
Because of his relationship with her ever. So you can sit and fucking spin all the way. All the fucking way on that one. First and foremost.
Not to sit and spin again. Didn't
Holy.
Before she
It's not like
tries
that.
before she tries to say that my sit and spin at her earlier was a slight at her, I have not listened to this stream at this point. I did not listen to this stream. So I did not know that she said it during this stream. I want to put that out there because
Nuh-uh.
she's going to
You
try and
lied.
say that that's a slight towards her or think it maybe perhaps. It was not. It really truly was just a coincidence on a term that is used often.
Yes. Like water off a duck's back.
I
And
was just thinking that,
y'all
Johnson.
now there's another person
water off the duck's back. I can't.
around that's still trying to lie and say all these things that she can't even go anywhere and things like that because of me. Ma'am, I mentioned you one time lying on me and claiming I had given.
See, she's owned to talking about somebody else, but it's still
I don't
lumping
even
us
know.
all together. I don't even know who she's talking
you
about.
a
I
heart
don't
attack
either.
when I was kind as fuck to you and didn't really even, but you continue on and it's getting fucking weird. I would ask if you're okay, but the answer is no. You're not okay. You're not okay. But the pot shots that are going on right now. So I come out swinging. There's a lot, for those of you that don't know, there's a lot of history between me and this other group of people that you guys don't.
Hold on. Who said the victim is
What?
Yep?
What history? I'm sorry. I don't know who said that.
Let
Well,
me
who are
rewind
these
because I didn't hear
people?
that. I was reading the comment.
Yeah, I don't know who said Yep is the victim. In fact,
Fucking weird. I would ask if you're okay, but the answer is no. You're not okay. You're not okay. But the pot shots that are going on right now. So I come out swinging. There's a lot, for those of you that don't know, there's a lot of history between me and this other group of people that you guys don't know about. And it's where it should.
We don't. Okay, speaking for myself, I have zero history with nonsense.
I didn't either. I don't know what pot shot she was speaking on.
I
So
had a
let's find
history. I
out.
don't know about pot shots, but I did have a history.
Okay, so let's see if she
Yeah.
tells us.
Should be. There's people involved in that at one time I had relationships with that have had the audacity to take fucking pot shots about personal things recently. And instead of protecting their people and investigating a scammer, they were too focused on degrading.
Well, she say degrading
She's talking about
her.
you, boo boo kitty.
It's me.
Dunya.
I'm the problem. It's me.
You
I got
are
my
a
hand
problem.
raised. You can't see it, but I'm raising my hand. It's me. Out here not protecting people and shit. Okay. Just
Me and
taking
trauma
pot shots.
in
I
my
don't know what the
personal.
pot shots
There's
are.
people
but
involved in that at one time
maybe she'll tell me.
She
I had
has
relationships
no
with that have
idea
had.
the extent of what was done to help connect people with the appropriate people, to file the
No,
appropriate things,
she knows none
to
of it. That's
set
my
up their
problem.
protections, blah blah blah. And she thinks that she's saying this group was so focused on her. I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
I don't either. Nunya.
I don't know if you're aware of
Yeah,
this or
Dad.
not, but the world doesn't rotate around you, ma'am. You're not the
Yeah, it
sun.
does. It all revolves around
What the hell?
nonsensical.
To take fucking pot shots about personal things recently. And instead of protecting their people and investigating a scammer, they were too focused on degrading me and trauma in my personal life, which many of you wouldn't even know that because I didn't make it into content. So as far as me and like trying to facilitate some sort of conversation, no, fuck those people, long ways, all the way. I've never hung out with that group of
Okay,
people.
so what she's talking about right
Again,
here is because
It's
Lady
me.
K.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Fuck
No, that's
those
me.
pe-
That's
Lady
What did she
because
say?
on my live stream, I called her a tragedy pimp by proxy. And I said, I believe that
I haven't even watched your stream.
her religious manipulation trauma is triggered by the way that Brittany J, prays and everything is like kind of surrounded by God and God will protect you, whatever. And so I believe personally, in my opinion, that that is a trigger for her. And she felt like I was putting out her personal information. Apparently, nobody knew that she had that trauma before.
I
And
knew.
she felt
She's
like
talked
I was
about it.
like using it as a shot or a dig at her.
She's talked
That's what
about it
I'm
on my
interpreting from what
panel
she's saying right
before.
now.
She's
Well, she
talked
said
about that
nobody
on my
knew that.
panel. So what are you
I
talking
knew.
about?
Many of you wouldn't even.
Hold on, let's rewind.
One time I had relationships with that have had the audacity to take fucking pot shots about personal things recently. And instead of protecting their people and investigating a scammer, they were too focused on degrading me and trauma in my personal life, which many of you wouldn't even know that because I didn't make it into content. So as far as me and like
See?
trying to facilitate
She
some
didn't
sort of
make it into
conversation, no, fuck
content.
those people,
Nobody,
long
Yes,
ways.
she
nobody.
has. I knew about her religious trauma. If that's what she's referring to, I knew about that.
Well,
She's
she
talked
says
about it on
nobody.
her streams.
She never talked about it on the stream. She just said she never put it in her content.
Oh, okay.
Liar, liar.
But nobody attacked her.
No,
What did you say again? What did Nunya say?
she said something.
I said that I believe Brittany triggers her. That's why she goes after Brittany so hard. Brittany triggers her with all of her religious, like, we'll pray for you. God doesn't like this, whatever. And I believe that that is a trigger for her religious manipulation trauma.
That's not what. Oh my
So
God.
she and I get it. Like I'm not. If she felt some type of way about that, I'm never going to discount somebody's feelings in that way. If she felt some type of way about that, that's completely okay. Like she gets to feel that way because that's her. I don't agree with it, but I don't have to agree with it because those are her feelings.
All the way. I've never hung out with that group of people. Jones and I have never talked on this app.
We've never talked on the app. We have talked on the app. We've kind of been cordial, but we have never been friendly like that. We've been kind and respectful, but like I said, there's no love loss for me and nonsense.
Office out of a chat. I tried to give her a little bit of a chance. The HOA thing I had fun with for a few days or a few weeks, and I thought they could really spin it into something that would be great. but it spun completely the opposite, and they started using it to throw shade and fucking backhanded shit. And I saw it, and it is what it is.
Where? No. Put a receipt on it. Where was backhanded shit or shade thrown? Except like satire at our friends. What are you talking about? The only person, and I'm not throwing Chasing under the bus, but the only person that would mention people outside of like the people we considered channels we got along with was when Chasing would give like Laura a fake fine, or Molly or Betty. Other than that, it was all like, we find not nonsense was neutral territory, so we fined you a lot. In fact, you were begging for a lot of fines. It was fun. Nobody threw any pot shots with it. And it
I
didn't
don't know
even
what she's
last that
referring to.
long. This is getting insane.
But this has turned into, because I said, fuck this, enough's enough, out this fucking scammer. We don't protect scammers, period, point blank, end of story. That's just not going to be something that I stand for. I don't give a fuck how you guys feel about it. Truly, I don't. This person deserves to be in jail, not coddled.
She don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck, but that last stream didn't say that. She was pretty angry.
Host a Discord and have a bunch of people that trust you in a Discord, then you have to do something to facilitate that, such as a form message should have gone out a year ago. The rent should have been pulled, because that, to a lot of people, signifies trust in a person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can somebody tell me when nonsense became the dictator of the YouTube streets or of the world, and to tell other grown adults how to live their life? Like, Johnson's not running a fucking daycare in the Discord. They're all adults. Like, this is wild. That's what I'm saying. These parasocial relationships, like, you're somehow, you have to do X, Y, or Z the way that Princess Know-It-All demands it. This is fucked up.
I would like to point out that the only thing a mod can do on a channel, if they're just a regular standard moderator, is time out people, block them, and remove comments. So if you choose to give money or go into the DMs with the moderator simply based off of the fact that they have a wrench on a channel, I need you to reevaluate doing such things, please. That's first. Second, I do believe a person who was a real fucking lifer, exposed for being a real lifer, put people's personal information, addresses, photos, harass the fuck out of people on multiple platforms. That person was your mod. Had a wrench in your channel for, I'm gonna guess, anywhere from at least a week to a month after they were exposed.
Yep.
So really, again, if you're gonna hold people to mods or a reflection on the channel, I mean, like, are we saying that's okay? I think both are fucking wrong personally. And I don't agree with the wrench situation when and Jonesy already knows this. We talked about it the other day when I heard her explain, when somebody asked in the chat and I heard her explanation of why she left the wrench. I was like, that's fucking dumb. I would not, like, had I asked her that all this time ago, I would have let her know, like, no, like, here's a different perspective. I think that's stupid. Or I wouldn't do that because of blah, 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 whatever. Like, that's just my perspective, and let her make the decision from there. I didn't agree with it. And when I heard her give her explanation, I was like, say what?
Yeah. But that's legit why I let her keep the wrench, because she would drop links. But I mean, I also didn't want to remove it too. At the same time, what would have happened if I would have removed it? She would have been like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, also what people don't know is you are terrible at fucking confrontation. You are so fucking terrible at confrontation. It's one of the biggest, probably, if you consider the beef that we have, is some of the most simplest, hey, I don't like that you said that to me. Sticking up for yourself is not your strong point until you absolutely are blowing up like a volcano. It's 0 to 100. That's the only two options.
Yeah, I try to avoid at all costs. People wouldn't think that because of the tit for tat that I've been on YouTube, but no, I really hate confrontation. I have to be irate to do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I knew if I was to remove her wrench, that would come with questions, which would then have to come with lies from me to keep her settled so that we could continue to get what we needed. So
Yeah.
I just want to know, are we all going to be held to the same standards now? So
nope.
if you're responsible for this mod or this sub or that person, does that mean that you can now point the finger back at them and towards others and say, oh, you're responsible for that moderator, you're responsible for that person you talk to behind the scenes because you talk to a hell of a lot of people behind the scenes, or you're responsible for this person? Are we going to start holding everybody to these exact same standards? Is just a general question to anybody at this point.
I just
And
want
I
to know
have
if
a
she's gonna
feeling
hold
no.
everybody to the scamming standards. She says she don't fuck with and she don't rock with scammers. Yet I know for a fact she got some scammers in her DMs, in her private emails, in her text messages, in her fucking chat,
We've
on a
seen the
panel. Like, get
proof.
the fuck out of
You
here.
want it? You want it? You want the real proof?
No,
Not
we
no
don't want
clip
the
channel
proof because that's
bullshit.
old shit. That's old shit. We don't talk about old shit. Okay. When you stop fucking with scammers, holler at me.
Right.
You can't say I don't fuck with scammers, but you sitting right next to one. Get the fuck out of here. Let's be real. Everybody's like pussyfooting around the fucking words. Everybody has seen the fucking proof. I don't care if she gets mad. Everybody has seen the fucking proof. Everybody felt like she fucked up. She moved on, tried to give her another chance. But it doesn't change the fact that she still lies about it to this day.
Yep.
And you stand next to her and you stand by her and you defend her on a daily fucking basis. So shut the fuck up when you're talking about protecting a scammer.
Woo! There she go.
Can you tell me in the back chat which one we're talking about? Because I'm a little.
No,
asking for a
Tracy,
friend.
I didn't even listen. I was in Lady K's for a minute. I was sick of it. Just fucking. I'm not going to cause her chat to go sideways. I didn't want that for her. But I had a meeting that I had to go to, so I ran. So I didn't even hear any of that stuff. But just like you, there's so much that you don't even have a clue about that's gone on, and I don't expect you to.
But you either. You're sitting here telling Jason that, and you don't know shit.
You're acting like you have some like grand information.
And she don't.
I don't even have grand information is what I'm saying.
Me either.
I haven't got to talk in depth with Jones and Ananya since I've been back. I don't think they have grand information. I think those that were traumatized and victimized by this long con
they
have the information. But you're acting like chasing. There's so much I need to tell you. What do you know? Because that live that I just listened to, you didn't know shit.
Jason, if you want the real information, holla at a bitch.
So
I don't got it.
I can see that you're offering it from a space of like this situation and doing better overall, but that ship has sailed long ago.
Oh, this, you know what this is? This
Interested.
is the circle talk to keep people happy. I've watched her do this with too many creators. I'm going to shut my damn mouth.
Yeah, because Jason, I think, was asking her, like, do you think that you and Joneson could come up on a stream, a neutral stream, and have a conversation? And I don't mind doing that, but also on the flip side, I don't owe this bitch anything, to be quite honest. She's the one that came out here and ran with misinformation and disinformation. She's the one out here running with information, thinking she has something, and she has no idea about the truth. So I can have a sensible conversation. Is that the word? Sensible? Sensible
or respectable.
I can have a respectful conversation, but she ain't gonna want to go toe to toe on this situation because she don't have anything.
There's no fences that need to be mended. They can ride those fences still, and I will stand where I stand. What hasn't happened, Miss Leah? I've been accused of defending Cash because I want his money, and they're trying to diminish Kenzie's relationship with Cash because it's about money, which it's
you heard that? They are trying to diminish Cash and Kenzie's relationship. Who is the they? Because you just got done talking about me, and now it's they. I cannot stand that shit.
The problem with not being able to stand on what you say, believe in, stand for, and the problem with flip-flopping back and forth is the fact that you can't put names on it. Like, I don't know why anybody is scared to put a name on it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But okay.
Okay, girl.
Okay.
Keep
But
using the
they is
they
not
and
us.
them and the
They and
they.
them and we, like, you sound
It's
like
not
Betty,
us.
honestly. It's the
She
group. They
does.
did it.
She does. It's conspiracy. I'm telling you. Like, ooh.
Ever been. Let's see what else. This is just to let me clear all this up. So I come out, say what I said. I'm not apologizing again for what I said yesterday. My response, fuck that shit. I'm never going to be concerned about protecting somebody who knowingly, willingly scammed a bunch of people and is spitting in people's faces. It's not our responsibility to protect those people, and nobody should have to do what was going on to get that person's information. Not at all. It's out there. That's over and done with. Whatever people want to do, if they want to make reports, that's on them. They can make reports to their local and her local. They know how to get her information. It's out here. If they need more, they can reach out. Oh, Miss Leah. Oh, a time. I'm gonna.
Wait, now it's on those people to make reports, but in the live you just played, it was Jones's responsibility to do that. But now
See,
it's on their backs. What? I feel like I have whiplash. I need to go back on vacation. I need to run from this like B Tim said and go back to vacation. This is crazy.
You better hide.
I'm gonna show you.
I swear, hold on.
There's so
After
much
this,
to all
your
of this
phone better be
that
charged so that we can go back to the seashore and collect seashells.
I know,
Just
right?
saying.
I'm charging the car and my phone as we
Okay,
speak.
perfect. All right.
as far as I go, her name's out there. She is a fucking professional con. She's been amongst these groups for a long fucking time. And it is what it is. So as far as I'm concerned, like, there are creators. Sounds like Chasing is piecing more together, which is great. She is a trusted source for shit like that I will absolutely listen to if she presents more of it.
Wait a
Let's
second.
see.
You mean
What else do I
Chasing
want to?
waited for a little bit more information to come out to piece some stuff together before going live and running off
Say it
on her
ain't
mouth?
so.
Crazy. Crazy
You
that
want to,
someone
let me
would
tell
do
you,
that.
I appreciate, there are 2 lives about this that I've appreciated the most. Chasing's live was strictly focused
So good.
on,
It was so
yes,
good. We
it
learned
was
so much.
amazing. Like, she stayed focused. She didn't give a fuck about none of the other shit. Like, I'm not saying it like that, but like all that other hatred and beef or whatever, set that to the side. What did Yep do? And she walked you
Mm-hmm.
through it, and she left the chat. Like, we were able to go in there for those who have heard her voice before and tell her, yes, that's 100% it. Nope, that's not the same voice, whatever. But like,
Yeah.
until Diane became, Diane became Diane for a second. But like, she walked through everything, and she dropped the link for the Burnt Toast live stream, which then put even more pieces together. Like,
Yep.
I appreciate the fuck out of that.
Me too, because it made sense. It made
Yeah.
Sounds
more
good.
sense for all of us and the people that were scammed, and it gave a few answers. Like, this really is a problem for her.
Well, and that's my whole point. When I put together the van life stuff, it took me a month of working with the woman whose identity was stolen to put everything together. It takes time to put those pieces together. And it sounds
Yeah.
like, there was others that had exposed this 3 years ago. So when the name was out there, then Chasing was able to connect some dots, and maybe some, people who were around back then were able to connect more dots and was able to put something together. That shit takes time. It doesn't just happen instantaneously. No matter how bad you want that content, no matter how bad you want people to
Mhm.
scream and yell and lose their shit on Yep, there will be a time to do that. It
Yep.
wasn't the
I'm
next
sorry.
day.
Being angry, like legit, anybody, if you live your life this angry on a daily basis and this frustrated and this emotional, legit, please get your blood pressure checked. Because I strongly believe, in my unprofessional, not a fucking doctor, not a fucking therapist opinion, I believe it is physically unhealthy to be angry all the time. Like, legit.
I agree. And that's why a lot of the stuff around here I don't watch anymore. Like, if I have an opinion, if I see something and I have an opinion on it and I want to speak on it, I will. But for the most part, I kind of just sit back. Like, it's not worth getting myself in a tizzy all the time. Oh, thank you,
Mm.
Kimmy C. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Not pun intended.
Address. Oh, Discords. I don't have a Discord, not interested in Discords, but those of you that do enjoy that type of environment, just be careful with who you give your private information to, please.
No,
We've been
no.
saying
That's all I
that.
ask.
We've
You
said
need
that
to
from the beginning.
warn them of things that might happen a year from now. Nonsense. I'm going to need you to do that right this second. Warn them about something that might happen a year from now without any proof. I need you to do that right now.
Well,
Right
she
now,
knew
ma'am.
where she came from, so
Because that blanket statement of protect your wallets, don't give willingly, and if you give, know that you might not lose it. Like that, you can't do blanket statements apparently. So I'm gonna need you to warn someone directly of a future mishap that might happen, just because you suspect it, just because you feel kind of like the vibe is off around a certain individual. I'm gonna need you to do that, please.
And it's been said not only on live stream over the last year since this happened. You can go back to different live streams and hear it being said on all of our panels. You can find message after, maybe that's what I'll do is I'll search the Discord after this. Message after message after message over the last year reminding people keep your money and your personal details to yourself. While Discord feels safe and private, it's absolutely
It's
not. It's
public.
safe
it's
and
not.
private. We say it all the fucking time.
She's preaching to the choir. She acts like these things haven't been done, but she also thinks I have a room dedicated for her in the Discord.
What?
Like, enjoy whatever, do whatever,
Wait,
but
in
just
what
be mindful.
Discord?
In our Discord,
An individual room just for her?
for us to talk shit on her. Yeah.
Oh
Boy,
my
her
God. Could
head
you
is got.
imagine
Can it
The
fit through
same
the
the
way we
door
treated her
this
ego?
friend
point?
like shit. The same way
Does
we
her
treated
head
her
fit
friend
through
like
the
shit.
damn
Her
Yeah.
friend
door
didn't
at
get
this
treated like
point?
shit. Fuck that. But that's a different story. But the ego you have to believe some shit like that. I bet you did she ask for receipts of that? Because I can
I bet she
guarantee you
did.
not one person could provide it because it doesn't
Uh-uh.
exist.
It don't
As the
exist.
ex-manager of the Discord, I can guarantee you that shit doesn't exist, has never existed, and there's not one fucking person that could show you it existed.
Period. Pooh.
Well, you could probably go through your Discord logs and prove that there's never been a room like that.
Oh, I
Absolutely, the
could,
audit logs
but
will
I
show if
don't
the room
owe
was
her
deleted.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Full of who you give your private information to. Protect your family's information, because a lot of people are lurking in these Discords that do this type of shit, and you might not even recognize it. The signs that they gave yesterday would have never ever identified yet to me. So follow your gut a lot of times. And the sad thing is a lot of you
Hold on.
are upset
Why
because
the
of
fuck did she feel like she deserved Yep's identity? She said they never ever would have identified Yep for me.
Yeah, why does she need it for?
Why? Why
Which
did
I
she
don't
need it?
care. Again, I'm of the mindset of whatever, give it to whoever needs it. But that's what this sounds like it was about. Like she
I have
needed that,
no
I
like
problem
told
with the
y'all it's
victims having
about
it.
her
I don't
wanting to
care who
take.
they are, where they are. They absolutely
Cash
should
had
have it
it.
so they can
Your friend's
choose.
hat should have had it. They were told the
It's
whole story.
it's like she wants. That's what I was saying earlier, y'all. It's like she wants to take the reins of this situation and make it hers, and she's in charge of it, and she's the hero. It's very strange. Very strange. Like, why do you think you're owed anything? You aren't owed anything. The victims are. And if they want it, they can reach out.
the financial scam. But the emotional scam is more long lasting for a lot of people, because they developed one-on-one relationships with this person, talked to this person quite extensively, formed what they thought bond. And the emotional exploitation that this person did is long lasting. And to a lot of people, there's a lot of people that will say, well, I didn't get scammed financially, but you were scammed emotionally, because you gave
Oh
time
my,
to this
she's
person,
saying
you gave
the
energy
exact
to this
same
person.
thing you said on your first live stream.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's okay now. But now
Well,
it
she
sounds
didn't
like
hear
it's
any
coming.
of it, Deeds.
But now it's like it's coming from her. Like she fought all this information up. Like Joneson said that on the live stream. I don't know how many days prior. What are you talking about, lady?
And that's just as damaging for a lot of these people. There's a lot of people around here, unlike was said yesterday, with rare medical conditions and a lot of medical issues, because
This is the last part I wanted us to go over, and then I'm done because I got to go back to work.
they're isolated. So what do they want? Want some sort of community. So they come to the internet. There's actually a lot of people that have medical issues that are isolated, and this is their outlet or way of connecting with the community. So it's disgusting. We got a song to listen to. I've also heard that I need an intervention.
Hang on a second. Before you get to that, nonsense. The reason that I'm guessing Joneson and Nunya went over those things about Yep specifically is because they were asked, what can we look for if she changes her identity again and creates a new account and just starts chatting with people? What can you look for? Well, this was Yep's scam, because I remember that was the one I was sitting on the deck outside of St. Kitts when you went live, and I typed in there, well, as soon as you guys explain all this, she's probably going to change her MO. But it was specific towards Yep. It's not that like all people with rare diseases are emotional manipulators or con artists. Those were Yep's red flags, strictly pertaining to her. And that's why it was spoken on. It's not like a blanket statement that this is what you need to look for all con artists.
No.
This might be something you look out for pertaining to Yep or Megan specifically.
Yeah.
Why are you twisting it into something else? Is this how you call it? Tragedy.
And she acts like this one red flag that was mentioned, right, is just the only thing that was mentioned. No, there's a whole list. Like you need the combination of the list.
And we're still working on a list because we're going over the old streams and everything.
Out of the other two.
We're still putting stuff together.
Let me say this as loud as I possibly can. There will never be a day on this app or off this app that I take advice from a racist or am concerned about what a racist
She's
says
just
about
talking about Moon here.
You're looking for all the attention, every single bit of it. How fucking pathetic that you guys have to be somebody's little white knighters running to the scene. You see any of my friends firing up videos to go back at these guys? No. You call one of them out on their bullshit and all of them have to fucking follow suit. They're like,
wait a second. So Moon only went live because Moon is your friend and she did it to defend you?
No, I think she's saying, I don't know, because I haven't seen it. I did see that she went live. And I commented in her, like, after, like, the replay chat, regular comments. But I haven't watched the whole live, but she was going over the live we just went over. So I don't know if she thinks Moon is standing up for me or Brittany J.
Well, now, wait a second. I know that you guys told me there have been multiple lives done on this.
Yeah.
Not just by nonsense. So what is she talking about?
I don't know.
Other people have done it too. So that would mean like the same thing. Like, I don't fucking understand. Like,
and speaking of that, shout out to The Truth, Tracy, and Makeup Mobster. Thank y'all for trying to look at this from all angles instead of just one.
Makeup Mobster's live was really, really good.
I absolutely fucking appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, Makeup Mobster. I really do appreciate it.
Well, to be fair, she didn't do it for you.
No, she didn't. She didn't. But the same way I didn't stand up necessarily for her about what Laura did with the CPS, like it's just wrong in general.
Yeah. And she did say, so Makeup Mobster gave the example, right? She used her in her live stream. She gave the example of the CPS thing. She said, while she may have thought over the years, she was pretty sure that Laura did it. She didn't go out and tell people for sure until she had the proof of Laura doing it, right? So again, like she understood you don't want to just go lob something out there into the universe. Maybe nonsense does, and that's okay. Honestly, at this point now, I'm going to doubt every fucking thing you say unless you're showing me a receipt for it. Because all the shit you're just lobbing out into the universe with no receipts, I'm going to have to question every fucking thing, But like, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't care what anybody says. You shouldn't lob out there somebody's a predator. You shouldn't lob out there that somebody's stalking you. Unless you're willing to show the fucking receipts back to back to back, then shut the fuck up until you know for sure.
Shut the fuck up.
You're weird.
Receipts or it didn't happen.
That don't matter anymore.
I mean, if it's like a vacation, sign me up. Please and thank you.
No, apparently vacations mean you're plotting something.
I'm also hearing that the green team, BJ is somehow trying to twist this, that the green team got blamed. Where
I don't know about this.
For her age,
that.
all documented, every bit of it. But That,
Y'all
yeah, that
watch
was a
that
slight.
chick way too
Oh,
damn
there it
much.
is. I
Up to
fast
good. That
forwarded
bothered.
it. My bad. See, Nunya, this is what happens when I skip.
Who said that? Yeah, up to good. That bothered me too because there's
That was offensive, saying that people should be side-eyed if they have multiple rare illnesses. If you have autoimmune disease, you likely have several, and it doesn't make you shady. Listen to her
Well,
response.
a lot of
nobody
people. My child
said
has
people should.
What?
Oh, but we did. Listen.
rare conditions for her age, all documented, every bit of it. But that, yeah, that was a slight.
So us
Wait
saying,
a fucking
yeah,
second.
Wait,
yep, it was a slight at
So
her
we
daughter.
only put that on the fucking list because Nonsense's daughter has rare conditions. It was a
can I
slight and
start
not get the
screaming
fuck out.
like
Let me tell you.
nonsense right now? Can I start screaming like an idiot right now, like she did? Are you
Yes,
kidding me?
Remy,
I
can
didn't
you
even
please go
know
back and get me?
her
Never
daughter
mind, I'll
had
type in the
any of
chat.
those
Go ahead.
things. What the what the fuck? Like I didn't even know her daughter had any of those or had any rare
I didn't
conditions or
either.
anything like that. I don't know about her like that. Again, it was Yeps. That's what Yep used. That's how Yep emotionally manipulated people. That was her MO. It's not saying that all people with rare conditions are scammers. Nobody said that ever. But that emotionally charged live you did to distract from the
Made it
truth
seem
for
that way.
whatever
Mm-hmm.
fucking reason you did is what made it seem that way and has people now questioning that. And now you're running with that and twisting it like we're slighting your child.
But that's what I'm saying, Deets, is because it's like
Did
she
you stretch
created
before that?
she created a hate mob with her live. She
Oh,
really did.
100%. But that's, I mean, that is what she does now. It is, I mean, honestly, at this point, there's nobody that will disagree with her anymore. She'll block them all. At this
Mhm.
point, it has become an echo chamber. If you don't agree with them, you can get the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's literally on a daily basis. I'm sure that's what people hear.
But
So,
nonsense telling you right now, when we put the whole you know, the rare illnesses on the list, Kinsey was not in mind.
okay.
Uh-uh.
Right before Yep was exposed, thank you, Remy, she said she had molierette's meningitis. Sorry if I'm
Meningitis.
pronouncing it wrong, right? Not just regular meningitis. She said she had a flare up of her molierette's, whatever, however you say it,
Flare up. She had been
meningitis.
diagnosed years ago with it.
And yeah, she'd been diagnosed years ago with it. And when she came out, we were like, what the fuck is that? Oh my God. And we go and we Google it and we see that the cause of it is from an STD. Okay, great. But that it is so rare. And it was yet again, but like stories like that, again, who's going to question that shit? And really, who does it hurt to fucking lie about that, right? But stories like that are what she does. She finds these rare conditions and she says it. Now, just because you may have a rare condition, does that automatically mean you're yep? No,
Well,
not at all. And to think that she would even, honestly, your mind needs a break. If your mind heard that, and honestly, I actually
And
don't think
thought
that
it
she
was a
even
slight.
heard that part of the stream. I think somebody told her this is about Kenzie.
It has to be because she says she don't watch it. Like she has trusting mods that she trusts, friends that she trusts that gives
well, you
her.
probably shouldn't because a lot of them have loose lips. Just saying.
I
Period.
know that's fucking right, but
Hmm.
whatever.
But I think that was. Hold on, let me play it just a little more. I think that was it.
That was a slight for sure. Where did the green team? Yeah, the green team.
Yeah, that was it. So she legit thought we were slighting her by putting that on the list of things,
Oh, there you go.
and that
She also
sucks.
said her son was getting a cadaver ACL tendon surgery, which is
Yes,
done
that's right.
19% of the time. And she said the tendons were coming from Switzerland.
And it's not even
Uh-huh.
done in the U.S.
It's not even a thing performed here in the United States. Exactly. That's the type of stuff that we were talking like watch out for rare illnesses, not autoimmune disorders or like Sjogren's disease or things like that. No. She used some very very rare, very bizarre things. Because what happens when you manipulate a person and you come to them and say, I'm having a lungectomy? I guarantee you that 95, probably even 99% of us have never even heard of a lungectomy, or however you say it. That Mollarat's meningitis. A lot of people had to Google that. And that's how people like that don't get questioned, because it's like, oh, well, yeah, that sounds legit. Now you come and say that, you have a trach, or you have
Right.
regular meningitis. Chances are people have had that, so they can kind of combat what you're saying about it. None of that was a slight towards your kid. That was disgusting of you. I'm not. That
Honestly,
was
that was
some
very Brittany
manipulation.
J of you. I'm gonna fucking put it out there.
It
No,
That was
was.
fucking very Brittany J of you.
I
No
wasn't gonna
offense.
say.
Actually, no, all the fucking offense. Actually, I take that back. Because you're like, oh my God, they're talking about my kids when they made this list about Yep. And it had nothing to do with your motherfucking kids. You pulled your kids out like, oh, honey, I'm going to use you real quick so I can. No, fuck that. You
But that's
fucked
what
up.
she
You
did with this whole situation.
emotionally reacted. You put out misinformation. You put out disinformation. And instead of apologizing and be like, you know what? I fucking hate scammers, but maybe I should have watched the stream first. Fuck it, YOLO. My bad.
Or
You
maybe I
try to
should have
double
reached
down on the
out.
shit and make it even worse.
Well,
Let me tell you, I would never do that to anybody's kids. Even to the people who I don't fucking like or fuck with, I wouldn't do it to their kids. So to say that we would have done that or put that on the list to your kid who at one point in time I gave a fuck about,
yeah,
nah, fuck that shit. Fuck you.
it's dirty, and it's
no. What that reminded me of was like blaming some of us for not getting your injections because you were wrapped up in some drama. Is what that reminded me of. And I know, nonsense. You called that shit out too, and that's exactly what that sounded like right there. Mm,
yeah, it wasn't cool.
wow.
And all of this could have been avoided if she would have just reached out. When she heard Cash's story, the little bit he was able to tell her, she could have just fucking reached out. Instead, she went live and she handed out misinformation and disinformation as if she knew something. And it really just showed you knew nothing. You think you know enough to relay to Chasen? That's bizarre to me. You have no idea. And Chasen knows she can reach out too, and I know she will. If she has questions, she will reach out and I will answer them to Chasen. But you have lost your damn mind coming on here and doing this. This should have been something that, whether you fuck with somebody or not, the community comes together as a whole and makes sure that everybody knows and, try to set up something to protect for future. Instead, you made it a war, girl. For
For
what?
why? I don't know. I guess that one little pot shot that you claimed Anya did towards you, I sure as hell haven't made any towards you. This is
I agree, Burden. I was so grateful when Chasen went live, and it made a lot of things make more sense. And even after, when I realized, okay, Bella, she obviously used her, government name on that live stream 3 years ago on Diane's panel. Like, I was honestly glad that Bella, at that point, that Bella had put the name in Nonsenses. But at first, I was upset because she also has kids. Her kids can't help what their mama's doing. They can't do anything about it. They're children.
Yeah, they're innocent. She's guilty as fuck, but they are innocent.
Yep. So this could have all been avoided. It's just ridiculous.
Thank you,
people
MJ.
can't grasp that, MJ. They can't grasp that. What MJ just said. Not everyone hate
Yep.
bongs. Some people think both sides are just wrong and stand with neither. People cannot grasp that
Facts.
because I think we're just engineered from birth to pick a you winner side, losing side, like pick a team, pick a team. And some people aren't wired that way.
Yeah.
They
There's a
just aren't.
term for it where you can't have conflicting ideas in your mind. Spudler did a video about it, and I can't remember what the terminology
Yeah,
for
it was a
but
good video
it
Spudler
was a
did too.
good damn video.
And that's what I said, Zero Jules,
Thank
when she
you.
basically, she didn't use the words fuck them kids, but when she basically said fuck them kids, I was like, well, I thought we were all here for the kids, you know, to protect kids. It's just so disappointing. I stick with the same thing I said before. Nonsense is lost. She has lost the plot.
I don't.
That's it.
I think so. What Soup says, I'm sick of the word hate bonding too. Let me guess, we're all narcs too. Listen, hate bonding means I now go join their team. I ain't a part of no damn green team or anybody else's team or any of that. Like,
Facts.
there's no hate bonding happening. It's so, but that becomes the shield. That becomes the deflection instantly. Oh, you're just mad I don't call out this person or that person. I don't give a shit who you call out. Just stop lying on me.
Right. Yep.
You call out
AMAC
the
just
Pope for
dropped
all
the.
I care. Just stop lying.
Yeah, Wendy said it earlier. It was cognitive dissonance. Thank you, Wendy. And AMAC did drop the video.
Some people just don't have it, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Find your people and stick with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened is is a con artist, is a scammer. We didn't discover this. We didn't expose this. We didn't unearth this. This wasn't something that was like manipulated or hid in a private circle of the three of us. That didn't happen. And for you to twist up those facts instead of focusing on the truth, that this bitch scammed a lot of people in this, no matter where you stand in this community, what content creator is your favorite, what channel holder is your favorite, what you're on the green side, the inside, the dumb side, no matter where you are in any of this, you probably know and like someone who was scammed by that woman. And that's where the anger needs to be directed, not towards anything else. And to make it about anything but that, well, that's just personal beef.
That's it. That's all.
Bye.
Are you leaving?
Yep, we're going back to the beach. Bye.
Okay. I'll be in there to watch the shells in a minute.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Look how big it makes my avatar now. I don't know what is going on. The bigger, the better, baby. That's what my husband always says. Anyways, thank y'all for being here. I wish this could have been handled more appropriately, the same way she wishes that I would have handled it the way she wanted to. You want to be a hero, but you're a weirdo. Cut it out. Catch y'all on the flip side. Thank you for all the love and support. Please hit that thumbs up on the way out.
Yeah. We don't raise the dead around here. Let's go. Pull up on the scene, yeah, you know what it is. Exposing all these fakes, they be playing with the biz. Lighting up the blunt while I'm calling out the grift. Talk slick that, now you caught up in the rift. Ain't no seance, no summon, no ghosts, but I'll haunt these frauds when they doing the most.
Oh my God, I forgot my pie.
Till they cross the line, then I'm going for the kill.
Bye.
Johnson don't play, yeah, you better step back. Call out the cap, put the truth on the map. Roll up the blunt, let the real ones relax. But cross that line, ain't no coming back. Johnson don't play, we don't mess with that fake. Keep it 100, we ain't here for no snakes. Light one up, let the smoke elevate. But test my vibe, watch the whole earth shake.
Talking real loud, but they moving like clowns. Trying to raise the dead, now we put them in the ground. Channel stay lit, yeah, the truth going viral. Step into the smoke, now they stuck in survival. Name in their mouth, but they scared to address me. Chosen, keep it raw, never switching up the message. Chill when I'm cool, but don't push me too far. Flip the whole scene like I'm breaking the bar.
I don't do the gimmicks, I don't do the lies. If you want that fake tip, better recognize. Blood stay rolled and the vibe stay high. But mess with the squad, watch the real one rise. Johnson don't play, yeah, you better step back. Call out the cap, put the truth on the map. Roll up the blunt, let the real ones relax. But cross that line, ain't no coming back. Johnson don't play, we don't mess with that fake. Keep it 100, we ain't here for no snakes. Light one up, let the smoke elevate. But test my vibe, watch the whole earth shake. Yeah, we don't raise the dead around here, but we bury alive. Jonesin'.